They have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already gone, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25. I mean,
so close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball. He turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail. FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I get ahead of this team fight. I mean, LGD are up in gold, but no blood take over 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. They give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They fought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Rosh right now so we can get that refresher, but it's not going to be out. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right? It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7, same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG.LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon discount Jeremy, so protected and DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X Blade Mail Call if he finds him, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled.
He's in the trees. They're on the high ground. They've got the vision with the Shiva's covered. Anna's on his way over. They've got the snowball down. There's the counterplay. Seb jumps in. He's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out. The Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb pots the BKB. He'll try and stand his grab, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the axe. And Jarex as well, surrounded by PSG.LGD. The Eon Disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom road, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Jarex. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting, is it enough to hold OG in the game?
You see No-Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. So he needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will. As they get upon him, they find his life. 1 minute now without No-Tail and without Seb. Thompson, Anna, and Jarex. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jarex is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split of course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Anna up in the skies. As this racks on the top lane will fall, the melee rack's gone. PSG.LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers. He's losing a fair bit of mana as the PL. Still able to shift back into that Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose their top racks, but they won't lose the game. PSG.LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Rosh is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to de-ward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
Check. Anna is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to be the set. He's in. The call. The MP. The cannon. But FY is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. But he's got it off. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Pods the BKB to get over the ice roll. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. There's now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. They've got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball. The snowball over to Thompson. The self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of Notel. FY will fall. Arme looking towards Notel. Notel pops the hand of God, but Notel beat it down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Anna. He's been left behind in Thompson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jerax coming in, keeping Anna alive. Anna with the doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the two of them. Anna trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Anna again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jerax back in, the combo. Meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Boss the Shiva's gone. He's on top of Jerax. Jerax is gone. Anna as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus? And X-Nova is so low. As the buyback for Jerax comes in, he's healing Anna back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the charger. They find him. He's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG.LGD's turn to be without two of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jerax onto that shrine, being able to save Anna, but Anna also toying with them with that doppel. He set the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill him.
Seb,
Yeah.
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting. Somnus, he's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh! Doesn't get the call though, and now Seb. He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Anna, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Anna again with the double. They see Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Anna will be able to force him away. They've got the head. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Arme. Big Daddy Notel gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Arme able to waveform up to the high ground. Arme should be fine here.
Thompson's got the ghost, he's got Hex
maybe
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger Arme's over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
No, back. Real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of there. Nice play from Arme.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Jerax for the same amount of time. And that lead that PSG.LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment with these last few fights. Obviously the 25s now coming out on OG. Thompson's into the pit.
What a timely DD coming out for him too. I don't think they expected to be taken out as fast. He's almost able to solo it with the help of these summons. And that's a refreshment. There's no way to get this. There's no way LGD can.
Oh, and the Seb level 25 too. That extra Berserker's Call AoE. It catches people out. They don't expect it.
It does not feel like OG T-Rex now. At all.
The Berserker's Call now is, I mean, the AoE is really massive now when you have that talent.
It's so hard to play against. Can PSG.LGD do it? They've got the Basher now for Somnus. But just a 2K lead with those last big comeback plays from OG. Still 30 seconds without Chalice.
Double Hex coming out now. Thompson and these 5-second BKBs. Yeah, I mean, they were crushing with their BKBs.
Being spotted out.
Got the vision. They're on top of him. Thompson, he's in trouble. The Nullify comes out, but he got the Ghost Walk off as well as the Hex in time. Now, Somnus turns out, the blood runs down. Thompson! He's dead for 100. Has got the buyback available. PSG.LGD will certainly look to force it out of them.
FY just what a Shadow Blade. It just, as soon as they split up, he finds the perfect opportunity there on Thompson.
You got to be careful going out on the map when FY's alive. There's every chance in the world that he's going to be watching you from the trees.
And at this point, I think for Ame, it's actually going to be very worth it for him to actually just try and burn all the mana from the Phantom Lancer, so we can't doppelganger all the time. That's causing huge issues in the team fight. And I see that Chalice is using his Dispel Magic every single cooldown on these Phantom Lancer illusions, but there's still way too many that are causing havoc in this team.
It's too constant. Like that double cooldown being 3 seconds just allows him to always be able to play around a little bit around the brew. They don't really have this crazy AoE when you look at LGD's lineup to just clear out those illusions. It's really a lot based off them just trickling them down slowly with like the Shivas and the Radiants and knowing exactly which one it is.
Yep, he doesn't have the crit talent, but now he does have crit from that Bloodthorn coming out.
It's a lot of damage that Anna can offer to the fights now.
And Brewmaster without BKB, very vulnerable. Cold Snap, Bloodthorn, Berserker's Call, there's a lot of ways that they can prevent him from getting that ult.
He just commits it from the back, just to be careful.
Make sure that you can get it on tier 3s. Anna's going to start to try and fight against these Primal Split Brewlings. He'll be able to find one of them. He has been silenced. He'll take down the Wind Panda 2 as well by the looks of it. There's only the Earth Panda prevails. Seb jumps and he gets the call onto the Panda, popping the BKB as well, so they won't kill the Brewlings off. They do force PSG.LGD away long enough that Thompson does not have to expend his buyback. It's Thompson back in the game.
Then they're utilizing the PL by replicating him, sending illusions to get some extra damage on the tower. It's just one Rax left that's holding LGD away from Mega Creeps.
And they're straight out. They're ready with the aggressive play, OG. Thompson, can he find a catch? He's close to having vision onto X-Nova.
Should be able to find X-Nova. He is stalking him. He got sights of him for a second. He was a bit far away though.
Oh, the tornado. It's got him. Thompson drops the combo down upon him. The stun comes out though. Oh, the counterplay. Jax is there though with the heal, the tether. Keeping Thompson alive with the Abyssal Blade down. Candace here with the hand of God comes through. Thompson still alive, but Chalice gets the Primal Split out. He's been stunned. Thompson, the cheese, he's fine. Thompson, he goes down. They get the kill onto the Evoker. No tail. Being chased by Arme. The bash is coming through, but the Blade Mail was already out from Seb. He tries to get the call off. The bash of the Cataclysm isn't enough to find the kills. Anna leading forward. The Bloodthorn onto FY. Gets the kill onto FY. FY bites back straight away. Anna looking at more Somnus again. The doppelganger. Arme on top of Thompson. Thompson being saved by Jax. Jax with the tether. Arme turns into General General. There's the call. Seb, he catches Arme. Arme dead for 2 minutes to Hex. They've got Somnus as well. Oh, gee. Double kill for Seb. The clutch buybacks coming into play. Nobody has a buyback available right now. As OG stand with 5 alive on the map.
You know, starting off with the, he plays a lot of Venge, Grimstroke, even Shadow Demon being just a little bit more active.
Yeah, you always... when you're looking at post 5 now, you don't only want defensive abilities, you also want aggressive abilities. You want to make sure that you are not only just a lane hero, you want to be able to transfer into the mid game.
Exactly right here. So we do have our draft now underway for game number 1. It's like LGD with Radiant and the last pick. Tends to be a nice combo there. 1-2 punch, getting the last pick on Radiant side. Let's take a look. Wisp being banned out. There's going to be Chen and Ember Spirit already in the first phase gone.
Yeah, respecting maybe it's Ember Spirit. So there's a saying in the Chinese scene, which is maybe we always play the 4 cats. Cats as in the spirits. So his hero pool will always rotate around the 4 spirits: Storm, Void, Ember Spirit, and also Earth Spirits. So taking away one of the spirits.
There's even, look at the Vengeful Spirit getting banned.
Another Vengeful Spirit as well.
Another Spirit.
Also, Reap, the Ayo is essentially a spirit as well, right?
Yeah, well, he's more of a, you know, if you read the lore, you know, pushes up, takes hit of Inhaler. He's more of like a, he's more of a binding force between everything in the world. Right? He's not really a spirit as much as he is just everything. So I guess if you can call that a spirit. Speaking of fundamental forces in Dota, there's going to be the Coddle ban as well from Team Aster. I think we see Coddle banned a lot more than picked in the Chinese region. I feel like teams prefer to go for something a little bit more active. In Europe and even in SEA, I feel like we see more of the Coddle Ember, Coddle Gyro lanes, you know, Coddle Bristle, especially in NA. Not really, I feel like in China I don't see it too much.
Yeah, I guess like what you say just now, they want a more aggressive support. So a lot of times if there is option between a Grimstroke plus an option between a Grimstroke and Quarter, they always go for the Grimstroke simply because Grimstroke offers so much more in the team fight. With the Ink Sword, with the Soul Bind as well.
Not to mention, it's basically Christmas morning here. I kept hearing a bunch of voice lines in my ear that I wasn't quite used to. I was like, is that the producer? No, it's the battle
voice
pass.
lines, yep.
It's the battle pass, of course. We'll see who has the highest level battle pass here already, right out the gate. I think what time did it release here, China Standard Time? I think it was like 3 a.m.
Yeah, somewhere like that, when I was asleep.
Yeah, I was also, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I got the notification and almost got up out of my bed to buy it, but I knew that I had to be here pretty early on. So it's about 13 hours old from this point. So we'll see who has the highest level battle pass here already between the two. I think really that's going to be the most important thing.
Yeah, spamming a voice line.
Yes, exactly. Spamming voice lines. But let's take a look here. We've already got a few picks out. There's that Shadow Demon we were talking about, the DKAA. That was, let's see here, that was actually the 1-2 pick from PSG.LGD. So I think the AA is kind of a deny pick against that Dragon Knight.
Yeah. Then where you have 2 picks in a row, you can always pick one hero that protects the first pick. So in this case, they pick the AA so that it protects the DK, and also the Dragon Tail into Cold-Feet is a pretty good combo as well.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty serious stun, even early on at early levels. And again, the DK is going to be a bit more flexible pick. Could still possibly see him in a support role, mid lane, off lane, going to be most likely. But I think I've seen it thrown into the safe lane a few times. Actually, it's a hard carry. You could go in for that Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, even though in some situation you could put it as a 4 as well. Recently we saw Geek Fam Zephyr was playing a 4 Dragon Knight and has found a lot of success. And also another thing that I love this first pick DK is that they have the last pick, so their DK can potentially put into 3 different core roles. You can always wait to see what Aster has to offer and what's their core matchup, and then decide whether you want to put the DK on the carry or on the offlane or on the mid.
It's gonna be FY Shaker then.
Oh, the classic.
Yeah, that's a bit of a scary one, but I feel like there are just way too many bans you need to get out before you can get to the Earthshaker there, right? You don't really want to be banning him, but the PL ban out from Team Aster, so they're gonna be up to pick here. Beastmaster early on, what do you think? Against the Shaker, do you just want to go for Helm, or do you still want to go for your Necro book?
Well, I think it's pretty okay to go for a Necronomicon. So simply because it amps up your farming ability so much.
Yeah.
You can just put your Necro and then summon your Boros and put it to the side lane, push out the late lane without physically being there. So it's gonna put on a lot of map pressure if you play it that way. But then again, when you're pushing in all the lanes, who do you benefit? You benefit the Earthshaker. He'll be getting all the space, leading to his very fast Blink Dagger, and knowing that Aster went for a Clockwork. So really great pick, good against AA, good against Shaker. Yep. Both of these here are not the natural 4-star buyer. So
it slows down Shaker's timings, if anything. You know, if AA really wants to get a defensive item with that, he's probably wanting more to go for the Yule so he can use it aggressively with the Cold Feet. Exactly right. Even DK, I mean, can be kind of weak to Clockwork as well. Not the highest mobility hero. Pretty slow attack time, could get caught out by some cogs, but I do like the Clockwork quite a bit against the Shaker. The vision provided by Rocket Flares, pair that with the Beastmaster Hawks. I mean, you're looking at so much vision in favor of Team Aster right now.
Yeah, especially if you look into Roshan control, which the higher tier teams they really emphasize about. I'll definitely say Aster has a very good upper hand here with their vision game. The only thing that I worry is that Clockworks, their 3 heroes don't offer a lot of burst damage, so their damage are pretty much all over time. You have to slowly build up damage, and LGD has a very tanky DK that's standing in front absorbing all the damage. So if your initial burst couldn't take down the DK in time, you are going to run into some trouble. And now you have another target that you have to lock down and burst down quick, which is the Lycan. So I don't know if they have enough damage to bring down these 2 heroes together.
Or enough lockdown even. Right? Yeah. I feel like you roar the DK or you can roar the Lycan. Either way, I mean, it's one of them's gonna kill you if you don't do it. So what do you think? They need some burst damage here, some area damage. Maybe oh shoot, they already have an Underlord. I'm sorry, they already have an offlaner, so you cannot pick something like Underlord.
Yeah, I probably want to think of something like a Morphling that you can just wave in, burst down the Shaker real quick, and then start the fight with 4 versus 5. Like anything with burst damage, or maybe just something like an AoE crowd control, like a Void, a Faceless Void, but you don't really Faceless Void against a Lycan because it just, whenever you have no chrono, Lycan will just be getting all the objectives done.
Yeah, it puts you a little bit too dependent on that Chronos for cooldown.
Yeah.
I kind of like the Morphling suggestion, only because, you know, I've been casting, I'm watching a lot of TNC games. You know, the TNC
morph
special.
shaker?
Yeah, use it against the Shaker. That's also a possibility. Before you kill him, morph into him and have that ranged crit with True Strike available in case it's, I don't know, a DK mid that builds Radiance, for example.
Alright, so that will be the Kunkka for Tron. Great against Lycan. Decent against DK as well because Kunkka is a very natural Spirit Vessel bio. So that could do a lot to Dragon Knight. And right now, looking at LGD's hero, they don't have anything to debuff that. They don't have an Oracle. They don't have something like any saving ability as well. So that's my concern for them. So if your Clockwork and Beastmaster are initiating on you first, how are you going? If you are initiating on the Shaker and the AA, they are not going to be able to save themselves. So you always want to go for the back lines. You don't want to go for the DK or the Lycan because whenever you do that, you are only giving a Shaker a very good opening to come in with the Echo Slam.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to watch your position and be very aware about that at all times. Even against an AA, you know, that could be potentially disastrous.
Yep.
As one TI final has shown.
Shaker AA.
Yeah, Shaker AA.
Yep.
Into the Roche pit. And that's I mean, I'm sure they have the voice lines prepped and ready to go for this one. But I did want to point out, though, actually, to compound off the point you brought up there, was they do have a good save here on Team Aster. The Shadow Demon, sure, you can set up very aggressively and allow your team to catch up under a disruption here. If the Lycan's trying to escape, give them a disruption, allow the team to catch back up, maybe set up for some cogs, you know? There's a bunch of possibilities there. But it's also a good save, like you mentioned. You can dodge even an AA blast from that, disrupt someone that's getting stunned for 6 seconds by the DK, you know? Just like, there's a lot of uses for that, which are quite good. Plus, it makes them even tankier. They're 3 core heroes, well, not core heroes, but they're 3 heroes, Clock, Beast, and the Kunkka, all incredibly tanky on their own rights. I mean, probably gonna see maybe 6 bracers in between the 3, but especially with the Rum buff, they're gonna find themselves potentially quite hard to kill.
Yeah. But then again, Ice Blast is going to be really great against the Rum buff.
Yeah, that is a good point. That's true.
So the last pick right here for SACC, they have to find a winning condition for themselves because none of their hero fits the role of winning condition. But then again, you want to pick something that's really having a low cooldown against the Lycan. You don't really want something like a Faceless Void or Terrorblade with a long cooldown downtime because that's just gonna give Lycan all the space to get objectives. Blade comes to my mind. A PL comes to my mind as well.
Banned.
Oh, Banned, alright.
Yeah, Banned along with
Banned
the Siren as well here in the last phase. I do like the Morph suggestion. He's trying to think of a safe laner though with that requisite. It's a little bit difficult.
Yeah, but then the smart thing of LGD is they're keeping their roles alive. So you're picking a carry without knowing what's LGD's off lane. And that's always going to be upper hand for LGD. They're using their last pick really smart here. That's going to be a gyro against the
Not what I expected.
Not at all. Me too.
I was thinking more along the lines of a Wraith King here, and I think even the players spent with the voice lines maybe a bit confused. I mean, I guess it is good against the Necrobooks and the Wolves and the Summons with Black Cannon. Hits them with the Dazzle. That's the offlane Dazzle for sure, isn't it?
So this is the save for LG that we have been waiting for. Yeah, the thing I dislike about dislike about this gyro is that you are playing against a Dragon Knight with the Breath Fire. So once you put on the Breath Fire on him, you get reduction. Your damage can reduced.
Yes,
and
25% at level 1.
Yep, and with the talent as well,
49%.
So how many damage are you dealing with your flat cannon? Not a lot.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Do mid DKs, because that's going to be Somnus locked in, do mid DKs tend to go for that talent at level 10?
I think it depends. It's very situational, but in this particular match, I think it's very valuable. Your Perfect is so valuable against the Beastmaster summons.
Yeah.
And also Gyrocopter as well. So why not? I think this is one of the very good game to go for that talent.
Yeah, this is actually something I mentioned in the pre-game discussion, you know, having the Dazzle as well as the Lycan Necro books. You know, who needs Book of the Dead Tier 5 items when you can have it 15 minutes into the game? Why wait 60 minutes when you can just draft into it immediately?
Yep.
But yeah, to your point, now you have a save on the Dazzle, as well as just a great aggressive lane. it was like probably going to be the Shaker and the Dazzle in a lane together.
Yep.
That's pretty scary.
And also, we are talking about Dazzle and Lycan not only because their Necro timing stacks together so much, also they have great armor reduction as well. The Bad Juju along with the Lycan Howl.
Yeah.
Woo. And eventually, Lycan is going to build into a Sakura, so right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of armor reduction in the line.
Let's see, as the odds currently favoring LGD by a bit, provided the bet, as I think after that draft I might be too. I don't know. I think it's not really an all-out draft either. It's not really a make or break, you know. But I think it's definitely an early-oriented draft that can undercut the gyrocopter timing quite a bit and quite strongly as well.
Yeah, I do think so too.
Because if you want to try and defend this, I feel like you have to go for more levels in flat cannon. But I mean, you have to rely on stacks, but I don't know if that's going to be a very realistic possibility here. We'll see as we get underway with game number 1 of our series. Look at the sprays. This is going to be my... There, the voice line.
Yep.
Let them rip, boys.
Time to unleash your brilliance.
Yes.
All the voice lines.
All the voice lines. We waited long enough. I'm not gonna lie. My Mandarin's a bit rusty.
Alright, I'm here to translate for you.
Thank you.
Alright, so the longest line they are doing right now is that I'm a farming machine with no emotions.
Okay, so it's like Arteezy. He's still farming with the AM.
Image Arteezy, the classic. So whenever you want to use this to flame your anti-mage in your pops, use this line.
I see.
Yeah.
I like it. That's a quality line.
Yeah, that's why I told you when we are off stream, I'm loving the voice line especially in the Chinese, because there's another one called 你行你上 in Chinese, okay, which is if you can, you do it for me, something like that, okay.
But when would you be using that here? Say like there's an ice blast coming in.
Okay. Say like you are flaming your teammate for not pulling out the 5-man black hole, and then you can use this line. If you can do it, you play the enigma.
Look at that. Look at all the taunts. What is that? Is that a disco ball? I don't even.
And another very aggressive line the Chinese have is that, come on, hit me. That's so funny, actually.
I think Baboka's dead here. He's still got that debuff.
Oh, he has 2 rings, though.
I don't know. I think he's going down. As Baboka will be first blood. Old 11 picking up that kill. 2 rings protection. Still not up against the Bladestone, man.
Yeah, a lot of the Chinese team are saying that these post 3 and 4 from LGD are the strongest lane they've ever encountered. 11 and FY. And of course, this time around, FY is in one of his best hero. Shaker.
Yeah, Old 11's been really feeling himself on the Dazzle as well. What is this? Through a hot popper. What is a hot pepper? Ay caramba, what is going on?
Hot holding the hot pepper.
Oh, what is... I can't wait till we see the pause games as well. I mean, there's just so much stuff. I wonder, how is this going to impact? Do observe.
And also the question mark that you get from denying is back as well. Oh, what's
let it go! That was actually blocked quite effectively. Stuffed as...
That's so confusing when you're trying to last hit, and then all this thing just pops out.
Seriously, man. Seriously.
I mean, this is another way of Ice Proc buffing the support.
Seriously, yeah. There we go. As he burning a bit of mana from FY. Baboka trying to, at the very least, as early on. Team Aster with an early lead in all 3 lanes in terms of CS. Is that already the ranged effect? That's, I think, level 1500. Is that GGG, right? No, I thought that Triple C. Whew. Love to see it here as
yeah, and I also love the Aster's decision going for the Baboka post 5 on the clockwork, because this hero has only one purpose, which is to go for the backline like what he's doing right now. Yep. But what a perfect fusion block.
Seriously, yeah, so good. It doesn't, it won't stop the battery assaults from coming through, but the important part is that he's not going to be taking that additional right-click damage, blocking the gyrocopter from getting any closer. Very good fissure indeed.
Alright, so that line right there was saying that he jumped away.
He jumped away?
Yeah, jumped away. Like literally, if you translate it directly, he jumped.
I love it. I love it. See, this is neat. This is something I won't know. Now, in all my pubs, I'm going to be spamming the Chinese voice lines.
Yep.
There we go. Disruption. Just get a little bit more damage onto the AA. Is that a custom howl effect? Yes.
Yeah, we didn't have much time to figure out what are the effects in the battle pass.
Yeah.
So both
yeah.
of us right here is actually really confusing.
That's very true. As let's start looking at denying the wolf, but an early CS lead, a very small but notable one here. 3 consecutive cores rather for Team Aster. That might be Fade in some trouble. Now he's gonna just walk away from the chilly feet. Was that Shadow Demon starting off with a headdress actually? It's a bit aggressive. No, I thought I saw a headdress on someone.
Yeah, he was on the Lycan.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah, so he's rushing for the Half Dominator.
Okay, so he's going Helm first. What do you suspect that's for? Usually the Necro Book is almost always the preferred build I've seen.
Well, I guess right here you can get Dazzle on the Necro Book, and then you pair it with the Helm of Dominator, so it gives you the extra the bonus attack damage M. And also you're playing a Dragon Knight, right? So you want to be pushing down towers really quickly. So the Helm plus the Necro Book timing is going to be great for LGD.
This is, I'm really...
Alright, I saw the pepper now.
Yeah, there it is, the hot pepper. That's that looks like a chile de árbol. They call it a tree pepper, I guess it would translate to from Spanish. Very spicy, those things. Those things, they mess you up. They are very, very spicy indeed. Make for some real nice hot salsas. But yeah, I wonder how the meta here is going to evolve, for the Battle Pass BM here, because there's just so many sorts of so many things you could go for, right? You go for the goals, go for the peppers here in lane. It's about to be quite useful in terms of harassing.
Yeah, and also on the voice line, whenever you deny a creep in front of your enemy, you just pop out the voice line out.
It's gonna be pretty brutal here. Mid lane though, our matchup
Double bracer on maybe.
Double bracer compared to a single bracer. Okay, a double bracer though, that is pretty fast. Between 25 and 6. I mean, in this matchup here, I imagine that they're both going to focus on trying to hit creep, right? Deny as much as possible. The breathe fires are quite effective against the Tidebringer at the very least, but I mean, look at him. He's already tanking the wave there. Does not seem to care too much.
The deal breaker right here is that Dragon Knight, you always want to be staying in the mid lane. And Kunkka is one of the heroes that you want to hit 6 as soon as possible and then rotate to the side lanes with hopefully with a good power rune.
Speaking of runes here, there's going to be a nice fissure. Not good enough though. Buboka still going to secure that rune. It's actually Aster securing all. No, three runes.
Yep.
3 bounties. Let's not get too excited. FY at least going to get his bottom down rune.
You haven't seen a lot. We haven't seen FI being too active in this early game so far, because normally you will see a Shaker rotating between the off lane and the mid lane quite a bit. But then again, you are playing a DK against a Kunkka, so there's not a lot of killing potential happening.
Right. Plus, I feel like this lane combo between the Clockwork and the Gyro is actually pretty lethal to the Dazzle.
Yeah.
Even if he had a point in the grave, I don't think he'd be able to get it off in between the
battery assault.
Yeah. So that's proven to be pretty lethal. So I think that's a good way of trying to shut down the power of that lane. I think a stack will be interrupted, or a pull attempt rather.
Yeah.
Each wagon there.
And that's why FY has been forced to stay in the top lane until this time, because he knows that every time he leaves the Dazzle is just going to be a free foot for Aster.
Yep. Dragonfall.
Wow, look at the effect.
That is
the better pass one.
That's got to be, and that's at 1500.
1500.
Yeah. I think it's 1505 specifically. If I recall correctly. I don't know. I just scrolled through it real quick. But all the Dragon Form being popped in the mid lane, I imagine some tower damage attempting it done, but good priority there. Schwan, making sure that he's
Catapult is dead.
Yeah, that's the first thing that's got to go here if he wants to try and keep this tower alive, which he will be able to here. He's done a good job of nuking the creep wave. Top lane though, S-Triple-C gonna get fissured up here. I think that's gonna be, it is level 2 rocket barrage here. 3 points of the flat cannons. They're gonna continue the barrage. Good damage coming through. They might have a Boboka. Gonna sacrifice his life instead as the rotation coming through from the middle lane. Kunkka. There's gonna be the boat combo. Gonna run a little bit of a heal before he eats the damage, but that is going to be a very dead old 11.
Oh, this is so worth for Aster. The clock, I can tell you SCCC was secretly hoping that the Boboka would die there, so that he can go back, transfer, bring some items for him, bring some salt for him, so that he could continue to stay in the lane. So, and in exchange, you are getting a kill on the Dazzle. That's so for SCCC especially.
Yeah, of course, that's an offlaner. That's going to now be a second Wraith Band completed on our Gyrocopters. Might see some contention for the outpost, rotating on through, having respawned to
Boca, fine X Nova. He does have vision though.
I think they just walked around each other there. It's, you know, missed connections on Craigslist. Although now he's going to get scouted. Very likely to die. There is a level 6 available on XXS. Not going to be needed here for the kill onto X Nova. He's going to take down.
Yeah, really good rotation by Boboka so far. This is the strength of a post 5 clockwork, because you know that if you go in deeply into the enemy territory, if you die, it doesn't matter, it's space. And if you don't die and get a kill, that's a super big bonus for yourself.
And speaking of rotations, actually a really good rotation middle lane by the Shadow Demon here. He's able to basically stop all of the pushes from coming from Somnus just by disrupting him. As there's going to be a kill top lane, Dazzle will go down. That's going to be the call down committed for him. And a second boat, it looks like.
Oh, so 11 is dead again, but Somnus is here with the Virun. But this got scouted by Boboka just now though.
It did. He tried to cancel the TP with Cogs, was just a little bit late. The TP coming through from Fade now. Still showing in the lane will be... Oh goodness, Somnus, hello! He's going to take just a few last hits out from the tower. They have rotated quite a bit up here though. Maybe just trying to create some space for Chalice, perhaps to keep farming on the Lycan.
Yeah. They've wasted quite a bit of time. They have. Until this time, they have found it.
This could be a kill though, but there's plenty of heroes rotating on through though, and this Swan is going to be way too tanky. Boboka finding a courier on top of that, as it's going to be the Gyrocopter getting the solo kill onto X Nova. Somnus now man fighting. Old 11 has returned. FY has the follow-up stuns, and Clockwork not tanky enough there, but proving to be quite tanky there with Somnus actually. He just sits through all of that damage without the gyro really hitting him. He's not too concerned.
Yeah, it's okay trade for both of the sides. You force a very quite a long duration of the Dragon Form, so DK wasn't able to do any objective damage with that Dragon Form. So I'm pretty sure Aster would be very happy with that trade.
Master already with a Necro book. Is that a Necro book?
Necro 2,
yeah, Necro 2. I thought I saw a red one. No boots, but who needs boots when you can run around here? So they're now going to be fighting over the bottom outpost. The Fisher will block out Somnus just a little bit here. Dragon Tail will still connect with the boat coming in. Will connect there onto 2. Look, the AA, he's going to get blown up. Roar will be committed now onto the DK, popping out from that Dragon form, and he will go right back to the fountain. Alice rotated over as well here, popping the shapeshift, but I think he's just going to use this to collect the bounties and get out of harm's way. And LGD so far have not really been able to get this early aggression that they're looking for. There's Old 11 running down SCC.
Yeah. I mean, Aster has been reading the movement of LGD perfectly.
Take a look. Or moment of brilliance here. Maybe not moment of not so brilliant. I don't know if that fissure was the best. It forces Somnus then in a bit of an awkward position, and it forces the AA as well to not really be too close to your supports on either. So then it's 3 heroes versus the DK, and he goes down there very, very quickly.
Yeah. I also like how Aster is, prioritizing their resources to play around the Beastmaster. They know Beastmaster is the strongest hero that I have right now, so they all connect to Beastmaster instead of wanting the Beastmaster to connect to them.
Yeah.
So this is something that you always want to do when, to play with your strongest hero. You want to go to their lane, and of course, LGD realized Dazzle is pretty strong here as well, so they want to connect to the...
DK's queued up an armlet here as they're pushing that top lane. What are your thoughts on that? I see already you're kind of you're not too sure about that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that because we are playing against the Shadow Demon, you're playing against the Conquer. I don't know how much Amulet is going to give you value, especially when you are toggling it, when you are about to die. I think there's a lot of cheap damage from Aster that can finish you off while you are toggling.
Yep, Boar Poison, Rocket Barrage,
yep.
to name 2.
The Flat Cannon as well. It's very hard for you to toggle.
Would you prefer like a Blink Dagger? We've seen some of that, like just a very early aggressive Blink Dagger, maybe into a BKB.
I could also understand why he didn't want to go for the classic Shadow Blade or Blink Dagger, because there's a lot of save from Aster, and you never want to go for Shadow Blade when you're playing against a Necro 3 buyer.
Necro 3. Speaking of which, Necro 3 already completed on XS.
So I would say Amulet is just a farming item for him so that he could transition into the mid game better. So because it's just hard for him to find any openings even though he has the 2 items. I respect that. I think it's a pretty good adapt. Or maybe.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. It's actually our offlane Beastmaster being the most farmed in the game right now.
Yep.
Which is a nice position here if you're Team Aster. Necro 3, he's already pushed that tier 1 tower. He's taking a lot of vision here. Caught here by the smoke gank. Why? Rotating on through. Like, you know something's wrong. Is missing off the map, and they've got really good vision. Where could they for a kill? Though Ice Blast incoming, he gets the fissure on the other end. However, Ice Blast will not connect. That's going to be that kill attempt. Stop in its tracks.
Yep. That's the weakness that LGD has right now. They don't have good initiation until the Shaker gets a Blink Dagger. Then again, you don't really want your Shaker to be the initial initiation. You want him to be the second layer of initiation, coming in with the counter initiation Echo Slam.
Right. You want. Oh, speaking of initiation, there they go top lane. I think Raboka was trying to get off the hookshot, unable to do so, but the second rocket might have created enough slow. They're going for the easy kill out of the Shadow Demon, though, completely ignoring the gyrocopter as the disruption onto the Shaker. He's still going to eat that Dragon Tail, and he is going to be as good as dead, with 11 picking up the kill credit there.
Yeah. What LGD has to do now is that they want to group up and force fight from Aster, because it's so hard for them to initiate. It's hard for them to get a pick off. So if you want to take team fights, you have to group up and force Aster to react to you. But Aster, they have the Beast Buster, so they'll always be able to make sure that one lane is being pushed off all the time.
Yep.
All the balls and the Necro unit as well.
And look at the control. He's just keeping up with this bottom jungle, capturing the outpost all by himself, pushing the lane. He's farming very aggressively, de-warding any attempts as well. And as that ward will now expire from LGD. How's our Lycan farming though? To be curious to see at this point. He's gotten a bit of time to farm. He's now got the helm. That's going to be Necro 1. It's actually going for brown boots. So do you think that I see Lycan just completely ignore boots almost until after the Necro, but at the very least?
Yeah, I think the reason for that is that because there's a lot of ways that Aster can catch up to him. So if you are farming under the vision of Aster without the boost, it's very hard for you to get out from the X mark, from the Beastmaster Raw, and also the hook shot from Clockwork. So there's a lot of way to cut gap into the Lycan. So I think the boost of speed is just to let him farm in a safer distance.
Of course. He can be a little bit more aggressive with his farm as well. Speaking of getting caught, there's going to be 3 enemy heroes coming towards him now. He does have a team behind him. Fly with the fissure will not be able to interrupt the combo. The boat's still connecting. Roar now committed as Lycan trying to run for his life. Will be able to get out, but into the call down he goes. Shallow Grave will be committed. Means he does not die to the Demonic Purge. As well surrounded by plenty of heroes. Oh goodness, he still dies. What got him there? Flat cannon? Well, looks like the Kunkka damage.
Looks like the webs. Because
the
Tron was the one that got the kill.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And the rest of LGD just left there trying to defend that hard carry. They will go down. Azkabanus on the gyrocopter, having maxed already the flat cannon. He's doing a fair bit of damage. Careful, and that's 800 damage when you kill a 600 with the reduction.
With pure damage as well.
Magic.
Oh, magic
damage,
right.
But it's 600 damage after the 25% reduction. Everyone taking a little bit more damage now that strength does not provide stats. As SCC looking for the jump. There's the Dragon Tail. Oh, this could be a kill and a much needed one as well. Look at the damage onto HBC. I think he's just going to take down. Indeed, he will. They don't even need that fissure. They have so much damage over time onto him, actually, with the Ice Blast and the Poison Touch to follow through.
Yep. Unfortunately, Shadow Demon wasn't there for the disrupt save. But even then, I think he'll still be dead.
Yeah. I think that's a bit too much to ask for a one Shadow Demon. Old 11 now, he's going to be having that mechanism, about another 350 gold. It's going to help with the sustain a lot. Already up to level 11, nearing that level 2 bad juju. They kill a Hawk, so they know that there's people coming. On with the self X mark, just looking to push the wave a little bit more. Like they're going to be able to defend this tier 2 tower. That's why I'm hoping to be able to farm up. It's good actually, this push giving him the space to farm the Blink Dagger. He's 200 gold off of it now, so I suspect LGD, they've got the slam. We haven't seen one yet. We're probably going to wait for Elder Dragon Form and Shapeshift, smoke up and go for a fight.
Yeah. And Aster immediately knows that this is about time Shaker gets a Blink Dagger. So whenever he's showing it on the lane,
he's not risking it at all. He's not risking it. He's gonna get scouted though. Will we see a hook shot? Not quite yet. Nova nearby, just providing emotional support. Really, what can an AA do against that lineup?
Yeah, he's just hanging the gang. Okay, take me, don't take my brother.
Take me instead. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna get that Blink Dagger flown out to him now. Clockwork going for the Blade Mail.
Ooh, planting the orbs right in front of the sentry as well.
They got that Necro 3 out as well, so be de-warded very quickly. We'll see. Waiting for the green light there under Dragon Knights. They might just force it now. I think they will underneath the tier 2 tower. They're going to get the go-ahead. LGD gonna try and get a fight.
Bo3 is
back
blocking
in
the smoke.
That's a perfect positioning there. Look at that, even dropping the cogs. He knows that they cannot make the jump. Pushing safely behind him with the rest of Aster. They've tanked the smoke gank as the Ice Blast incoming. They're not gonna hit a single thing with that. Missile applied to Somnus now as the boat will catch him. Hookshot off the mark. Who's putting out there? There's gonna be the Echo Sun now out of the back lines. They managed to blow up the gyrocopter. XXS, he's gonna get the roar off before he goes, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna be shallow grave. Somnus still trying to fight. They might not even get him. Armlet toggling. He's gonna get stunned up for just a little bit longer, but the stick charges keep him alive. LGD, they turn it around and get 4 kills. They will lose the tower, but I think they're gonna be quite happy with the outcome of that fight.
Yeah, really smart fight. They're splitting the fight. Lycan was going to the back lines, and also this is something that we have mentioned in the draft is that if you go on, if Aster went on the DK, that we have seen, you're throwing everything to him, the Spirit Vessel, the boat as well, and if you don't kill him, you know the F4 is coming. Look at the damage of Echo Slam.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Chalice basically, look at it, he's just running around. Let me hit something. He did anything in that fight.
And he got a triple kill.
Yeah.
And this is why you should be picking Lycan in your Pops game, because it's just easy MMR. You just select everything and then right click on one support.
You A-click, it's like playing Terran, and that is a true moment of brilliance. That's what it is.
Indeed.
But with that fight, man, we've cut the lead in nearly in half, actually, way more. It was a 5K now.
Yeah, it was 5K.
Just before that fight. Now LGD, look at that swing. A nice old big dipper there. It's like,
so the next time Aster wants to group out and do a push, they have to be really careful, because you have to always be yelling to your teammates, be careful of the echo. You don't want to stick together once again, and also you want to make sure you're positioning yourself to be safe from Lycan as well.
This is a bit risky maybe from LGD, as Aster not as cooldown dependent here as LGD. I think Aster will be willing to fight here, especially around Roche.
Can they do it fast enough?
Is falling very quickly. Might be able to make a jump here. Chalice committing the shapeshift into Boca, ready to jump in, trying to snatch the Aegis. He's not going to be able to do so, and instead he's been scouted FY up to the high ground to continue the lockdown, and he will die.
Yeah, FY Arsenal was doing a very good job in blocking the hook shot coming out from Boboka. But then again, you are going to hook yourself into a lot of summon. So if you manage to go into that, I don't know if you could pick up or not.
It's a good effort though.
Yeah, it's a good effort.
I think it's worth the death. It is a position 5 clock. Yeah. So why not? As he will go down Gyrocopter now. After the Cabanas, he's going to have the BKB delivered with Aegis. 3 of the Vlads offering complete on our Beastmaster. So we do have some nice items coming through, but all of a sudden Lycan, the most farmed in the game, is top lane. They have Somnus into the Pogs, trying to slow him down with a bit of amount of courage. We do have Old 11 nearby, so we'll be dropping quite a bit of utility here onto XXS nearby as well, just making sure that they can force Old 11 away so there's no shallow grave, as eventually they have the damage to kill him. Took some time, but they got it done.
Oh, the X-Mark.
Oh yeah, we're gonna catch Old 11 here. Oh, will they? FY jumping forward.
Oh no, FY!
Block off. It's a little bit of a mistimed jump in. Baboka, sure, he can't get in. There's gonna be the roar. Ice Blast coming. Will connect here on to Chalice. As FY is ready to Schwan. Grave is ready. There we go. Shallow Grave committed. Echo Slam is here, but I feel like they're not gonna commit it here. There's just simply no follow-up. As LGD, they're gonna lose 2 heroes for the roaming squad of Aster.
But that was okay, at least you are able to save your Dazzle. There is the GG battle.
Well, look at that. Still in favoring LGD. I think after the early game, maybe a better chance for Aster.
Yeah, but Aster's odd has been really improved a lot.
It has. It has here. Still 3K up, 12 to 11 the kill spread here, 21 minutes into the game.
Yeah, Aster is reaching a very big pick from themselves right here. They have the BKB up on Konka soon, so 2 cross with BKB. This is the timing that you want to have against the AA and Shaker.
Yep.
You want to be able to sustain through their burst and then hopefully get a team wipe on LGD.
I'd like to see LGD, I think they need to go for a fight here. They have Aegis. If anything, they should at least try and force Gyro to pop his 10-second BKB. Even if you don't kill him.
Yeah.
As long as you don't lose too much off from that fight, maybe you turn that into a tier 2, maybe you turn that into just, you know, you deny the enemy their jungle for 1 minute, right? I think that's still good, as long as you get that BKB charge down. If you can stagger these timings, because like you said, that is so much of the damage on the line. on right now on LGD. Dragon Tail, all of Earthshaker, nothing's really going to be doing a single thing against this gyrocopter. And he's still got decent damage here. There's a DD rune on DK. He freshly delivered 10 secondary. The Hawk though. What?
Oh, yeah, the Hawk. They saw it. Yep.
Maybe this is a 200. Maybe not. I thought I was gonna go and kill it now. Break smoke.
But Schwan is trying to break smoke right now.
Yeah. He's positioned very nicely. Somnus gonna be fun to break it, and just a bit of a misplay there. Maybe didn't quite see the Hawk in time. I think that's it. I think the smoke is up. Oh, it's actually Bo3. Just a clockwork. He's like, I know where you guys are. Come hit me. You know?
He's just trying to force the rotation coming up for LGD. And meanwhile, Aster is also pushing down the mid tower.
This is really good. PSG.LGD, they're going to try and stay focused. They will get a tier 2. Like I said, they did deny a minute of farm out from that jungle. Rotation coming mid. Somnus going to eat a torrent though, and I don't think he's going to be catching anyone. There's BKB on Lycan though, the second for LGD. Still 10-second duration on everyone that has one currently.
Aster is playing the map really well right now. They know that LGD...
Not the focus still there.
Oh my... He's still there.
Oh, unbelievable. Alright, well, Bo3, I think he might have overplayed your hand slightly there. The Fissure will block him off, but he still will go down. 11. He's not going to... He got good damage out of that tier 3, though. Burned a little bit off of this Aegis as well. I think it's about to be reclaimed here within a minute, it looks like.
Yeah, I would say Aster has been playing really good in wasting the time of the Aegis, waiting for it to expire. And also I think that they are constantly pushing out the side lanes with the court work, with the Beastmaster summons. And this bought a lot of time for Gyrocopter to reach his next item, which is the Aghanim's.
He's only 1k off of it now. He's going to be quite farmed indeed. Shadow even going for the Aghanim Scepter as well, which I'd love to see.
Yeah, the passive break can be applied on the DK.
3 charges of which, by the way, is just ridiculous. It's so good. Not only that, but the slow that pierces BKB what is going on? What? Alright, there's going to be BKB forced down. Schwan, he's in trouble. He's going to go down. Oh my god, Lycan, that damage! It's just too much. The bad juju is proving to be quite bad as XXS running for his life, but there's going to be Chalice with the clumsy net on the position for Shadow Demon. Will go down. I did hear a hook shot there, so they're looking for a re-engage. And Bo3 is able to find X Nova and put him down. It's the cogs down, but Somnus attacking from outside of the cog range, hoping for the TP out. Not a chance. FY there. Thought about it. All right, that was an interesting way to start a fight. LGD just threw all the summons at Aster and then just kicked it off from there.
Yeah, that was such a weird opening actually. They are going. They managed to get a double feature on the gyro plus the Kanka, and Shadow Demon wasn't there. Wasn't there for the the disruption save came in too low. So that was a very weird fight. It looks very bad for LGD for a second because 2 cores that have BKB, but still I guess the armor reduction was just too big for them. Like they were just tearing them down.
It's kind of funny because we were saying they don't really have an initiation. They don't really want the Shaker going first.
Yes.
So, you know what they did? They sent the summons first. They sent all the beasts. They sent all the Necrovoke illusions. They sent the Helm Creep. You know, and they initiated with those. That's what I was so surprised by. We're not used to seeing those little health pools jump in to the heroes. Right? You're used to seeing the big one. And there was just all the summons there. They actually took a really good fight for LGD. Now for the first time in this game, they found themselves up 1k net worth here, 17-12 the kill score. We approach 30 minutes.
And also Lycan has put quite a good lead against the Gyrocopter. Yeah. His assault is up very soon, so that's going to amplify even more on the armor reduction.
Whoa. Not only that, but I'd like to point out that Somnus has now broken in. Before it was just our Lycan, Chalice and the Lycan being the most farmed in the game, and then it was 3 consecutive cores from Team Aster. Now we've closed that gap quite a bit. You know, Dazzle doesn't really farm super well. He's better at fighting if you're going to throw him in the score role, right? That's where he's going to get the bulk of his gold. So he's now slowly starting to catch back the gap. But LGD, I think BKB is now on 9-second duration. We still do have that Echo Slam used in that last fight. Sending in bottom onto Fade. It's not going to connect, however.
Oh, he pulled his Dragon Form, right?
Yeah, he did.
And also right now, Beastmaster's farm is going to be slowed down quite a bit because this is not the time that you want to be focused on pushing side lanes anymore. You want to be utilizing your Blink Dagger to find openings for a team, so it's tough for Beastmaster to just hang around in the side lanes to keep farming. So his farm is going to slowly slow down now as he's looking more on openings for his team.
Whoa! That's a BKB. What? How? This fast?
Oh.
Okay.
Where did his money come from?
Listen, I was hoping you would have an answer. I mean, look at that. Look, he used 2k more farm to actually 2,300.
I don't think Shaker has... Yeah, he has only died once in this game.
1 and 11. I mean, yeah, he's actually been involved in... wait a second. He has been... Wait, how is he involved? How does he have 11
all kills? Oh, alright.
Isn't that 13? Can you check my math? 2 plus 11 is 13? But there's only... Oh, they have 17 kills. I'm looking at... ignore that. My math is good.
Yeah.
2 plus 11 is 13. NA math. Anyway. You wanna... I do a lot of math on the fly here. What can I say? You know, we take risks. 2 plus 11 is 13. We're making big moves here. In any case, that's going to be Gyrocopter finishing off his BKB Aghanim Scepter. So his damage throughput is going to be increasing by quite a bit. Has our DK actually taken the Breathe Fire talent reduction, though? He has not.
Yes, not. All right.
Okay, so he's gone for the mana regeneration. So we're still going to have pretty good utility out from that Black Cannon.
Yeah. LGD is not in hurry right now because they want to wait for their aura items to be up, the assault to be done on DK, on the Lycan, and also the Aghanims on DK.
Plus we still have some tier 3s to farm. I saw a Titan Sliver for both teams here as our Lycan. Still holding on to that clumsy net. That's effectively a stun, right?
Yep.
Coming in quite handy because he's going to be battling the Necro Illusions of the Beastmaster. Is going to be a bit stronger with the stop. It's like watching Warcraft free battles, you know, just everyone with a hero and then microwaving all the smaller units between the two. BK Blink, BKB going for that Aghanim Scepter. He's actually quite farmed now. Might have a bit of an awkward fight here. X Nova rotating on through Boca, looking like he wants to try and cut someone off.
Yeah, trying to steal the bounty rune.
And that's position 5 for it. Old 11's going to scout him. Will not be able to deny the rune in time. Hook shot to try and escape. The great escape from Baboka. It's the best heist of 2020, folks. Baboka stealing the bounty rune. He's done it. The 30-minute mark. That's good money, though. 100 each. That's 500 gold.
Just fine.
Effectively a 1,000 swing because you deny that gold from front.
Yeah, Trisha is a big fan of money heist.
Yeah,
doing that.
Of course.
Look at it. Observer, the ops and the sentry. So this is something the good sports will always do. Right before the Russian spawn, they will always go down there to preemptively plant the mobs first. But I will assume whenever like a pop to echo tree, they'll just be gone. But at least you will be able to scout LGD during Roshan.
Alright, second axe. I do that always, by the way. I always do that towards my Roshan.
Good support.
Yeah, good support. Good support also by Gems, Geometry Side on our AA. I think he's probably given it to someone. Maybe the Shaker, maybe FY holding it.
And good teams like LGD will be able to will be smoking into the rush pit, but then again they forgot to smoke their troll. So Aster saw the troll walking in, but then they might just think that the troll is scouting Roshan.
I can't even do it in time. It doesn't matter. Aegis, the second one here. Onto our DK now. He's got his own Aghanim Scepter, so we do have that level 4 Black Dragon now.
Oh, do you still want to fight though as Aster? But they have already smoked. They probably don't want to abort the mission right here. If they could go on the Shaker first, it would be super good.
He's got BKB though. You got. Oh no! They're gonna go for it anyway. The blink forward into the roar. They will be able to lock down our Shaker with the shallow grave. He's taking off his BKB. Broken maybe, but continuing to fight and alive. Also broken is going to be Somnus, still trying to battle. Everyone just running away from him. The fastest runner of them all here as Chalice. Well, he's gonna have to wait a few seconds for that kill, but he's gonna get it. The only casualty thus far, but there's going to be Gyrocopter trying to mad fight here against the Dragon. Not going to be able to. Level 4 Dragon proving much too powerful, but FY still on the run here. Should be good to go. I don't think that Hog's going to scout him. Good fight. D.
Yep.
I think they maybe should have reconsidered there on Aster after they blew the hook shot.
Yeah. Like Beastmaster was forcing the fight to happen to just in that, and they know that the desert is behind as well.
Yeah.
For the save, but they're probably very desperate.
There's an aggressive jump now to Boca. He's just stopped and rooted out. 4-stat, trying to escape. No, nice. He will go down, continue to stagger the kills. He does have buyback, but no buyback available for Gyrocopter. Not going to push bottom. That's fast.
Is potentially a double rack for LGD to game. LGD is working really smart. All their heroes are itemizing so that you don't die in the initial burst, in the initial initiation from Aster.
Right, during that short period of control that they do have. I mean, we even saw there was Torrent, not hookshot, but Roar. I think that was all that they had really to stun him with, right? But even that wasn't enough lockdown to kill a Shaker.
Yep.
Still gets off the BKB. I mean, it would have been, but again, shallow grave. That's kind of what we were talking about. That's not even one of the cores that they were trying to kill there either. They still have plenty of, or rather just a lack of lockdown. Yeah, good catch, right? Kunkka, good catch. Potentially the gyrocopter as well with a homing missile can be pretty annoying. Because speaking of which, there's going to be catch, self-catch actually. 11, or Schwan rather, just a farm. Got this a full AC though. Nice.
Yeah, right now the problem is just that they don't have enough disable to take down the DK, to take down the Chalice. They have to wait till some big items on the gyro for them to do burst damage. But once again, how do you take down LGD?
This feels like a divine game for
the
Pyro. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what else you need. Will LGD give them the time? I mean, it is 34 minutes. They're making a smoke play here aggressively through the river and through the woods to SCCC's house we go. They have managed to catch him here into the Ice Blast. Can they get the slow? They will. BKB will come off though. As DK the chase of Dallas. Oh no, you cannot run from him. Monster kill spree. Didn't even use any BKB charges there for LGD. Finding a kill. There's no buyback now. Looking for more. That's the position for Shadow Demon. He's going to get just perma-stunned up. Saboka trying to counter initiate there. At least trying to save the life with Black Dragon flying right. Going to be able to get the kill now onto Fade. Saboka will die next. 3 heroes dead once again. BKBs will be popped this time. We'll push down bottom though from the Beastmaster. We're forced buyback from our Clockwork. I don't think they can go through the back door, actually.
Yeah, the creeps are coming. X-Noir is bringing the creeps now.
Yeah. And it looks like they're fighting bottom as well.
Why? Did he stop the TP?
I guess he did, yeah.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He's going to try to keep him at bay, however. That means it's going to be a 4v3 here, and the Kunkka in a lot of trouble. Schwan hopping the BKB will be forced to back off. As now they can focus on what they really came here to do, and that's hit buildings. Destroy ancients. Boca to just harass them. Thus has now TP'd back in the Wild Axe through. They've got the range barracks actually. Now they'll be going for the melees. There's going to be the roots onto Kunkka. Schwan has no BKB. It's off cooldown. Somnus walking in with a Dragon Tail. Gets stunned and broken immediately and killed as the D. But that's still only the Aegis as the cold feet will pop out of Kunkka. Do they have the damage to the hookshot onto the DK? Kunkka still alive. He's not gone down yet. And he's going to be able to walk home safely. DK now dead as SCCC onto the back lines. Old 11 forced to pop the cheese. But he's going to get ticked down very, very quickly here to the damage. He still has that shallow grave. Looking for the TP out. No way. Oh, goodness.
Oh, he got out.
He got out. They have managed to kill Lycan, however, in the meantime. And Team Aster, not only do they hold, they get big kills onto course.
Yeah, that was such a suicidal play by Chuan.
Yeah.
Throwing his body in and hoping for his Shadow Demon to save him, and he did.
That's true trust in your team.
Yes, Fate did save him. Look at it right now. The shots coming in very clutch, and that's the moment of brilliance from Fate.
Yeah, seriously.
There was. Oh, look at Chuan. He was able to survive until NTCC comes in with the BKB and Flat Cannon to clear up everybody, and the break from the Demonic Purge proved to be too much for
They do a good job of separating Old 11 as well from Chalice. And they just divide and conquer. They even drop a gem there. Beautiful fight coming through from Team Aster. And it can threaten a little bit here, as actually there is no buyback available on our DK. It's about equalizing the net worth lead, 23-15 here, as Team Aster up to the high ground. They've got the Necro 3s up. They have not Old 11 though with the Torn. There's going to be the Echo Side. We haven't seen one of those. Forgot about that one, perhaps. Where's the follow-up, however? The boat now coming. BKB still will be our Shaker, but he's broken. Tries to run away. Kubota now. He's going to be able to catch the AA. He's gone down. X-Nova dead for 45 seconds. No buyback available there. And LGD, they just throw in their bodies. What do they have left now to try and defend with?
They have to buy back to scare away Aster. That's what they have.
Aster really, I mean...
Dude, are they afraid though?
Yeah, I don't know if they're that scared.
Lycan is up.
Lycan is up. Shapeshift available. We'll have plenty of BKBs available for SCC as they're going to be having control of it. And force stabbing him through the brick.
Yeah, smart damage.
There's Baboka trying to just create a bit of space. Back will be able to at least get the support. Only in position 5 though. No buybacks forced out from LGD aside from the
Charlize is
He's
pursuing.
gonna keep chasing here. SCC though. He's gonna have that BKB TP. Worst comes to worst. He's gonna get stunned up though. I think he's gonna be okay though. Yeah, they're not gonna quite have the catch for him there. Not everyone is as fast as Chalice. But a bit of a scary moment there for LGD. Caught without buyback. Somnus, that could have gone very, very poorly for them.
Yeah, this game all of a sudden has become very complicated once again. So right now, both of these teams are going to wait for the third Roshan. It's going to be a deal maker. Here 4 items are coming out. We have seen a Prince Knife.
Prince's Knife, Magic Lamp here. That is going to be for our LGD side.
Gyrocopter has the Prince Knife.
Yeah, that's a good item for him. Increases, that's projectile speed, is it not?
Oh, Spell Prism on Dazzle.
That's a dirty. What's the cooldown now? Can we just check cooldowns on our Dazzle with Spell Prism? Oh, the 3 point. Oh, come on.
This is unfair. 7 seconds on Shadow Wave.
What's the downtime now on Shallow Grave even? At 0.2 seconds minus the cat? Okay, it's 2.2 seconds. Still, quite ridiculous. Yep. Guardian Greaves as well. He needs to actually manage the buffer cooldown on that.
Guardian Greaves?
Oh yeah, because the cooldown...
16 seconds. Alright, Lotus up. 6 seconds Lotus up.
Oh my goodness. Permanent up. That's...
Alright, so right now, does he have the mana to use all the spells? I think he has. Sitting at 2.1.
He does. I think he does. I really like that he's gone for a Solar Crest as well, even before the Spell Prism drops it.
And to make it fair,
yeah,
Aster found himself a Spell Prism as well, but who is the best carrier for Aster though? On the Spell Prism, I would say Shadow Demon maybe?
Yeah, I think you want to give it to Fade just because on charge-based cooldowns, it's more effective. It stacks there a little bit nicely. Alright, this game has heated up here a little bit. Let's see, when will it be Divine time though?
The next Roshan, if they are able to get the AGs on themselves, they'll 100% the Gyro will go for Divine Rapier.
It's got that Satanic as well as
and the Solar Crest from the Beast as well.
Yeah. Oh boy, this game is heating up. Clockwork gonna be going for that Halberd. Quite effective. 5 second disarm that cannot be dispelled onto the DK if he's in that Elder Dragon.
Yeah, and the Lycan as well. And also Lycan BKB duration is running very low right now. This is a very awkward time for Lycan because the supports on Aster are having great items. It's very hard for you to just run them down and to A-click them down.
I don't think you can even. You can't even run away from Fade.
Yeah.
He breaks you and he gives you the movement speed, so even through BKB. Ooh, now.
He does have a Abyssal Blade, so...
Okay.
We'll see. LGD has to burst down someone with a good chain of spells. If you chain stun someone and burst the gun down. But then again, buyback status is going to be very important this game.
Yeah.
So it all depends on who has the buyback for this Roshan fight. It's a refresher shot.
Yep, it will be scouted now by LGD. There's actually no Hawk in the pit, surprisingly. Oh, why even bother when you can just send forward a rocket flare?
So actually all of the cores except for Beastmaster doesn't have buyback.
Wow.
So that's
scary for Aster going for it. They actually just purchased Satanic here as well for the DK. Baboka might be the make or break here.
So fast though.
Oh, it's dying immediately with 2,000 speed. Oh, fly the bullet! Which is perfect though. That's going to be able to reset this fight. LGD can engage whenever they want to now. Massive play there. Great positioning, breaking the smoke, holding them back. Oh goodness. Nice play from FY.
Yeah, LGD is so good in controlling Roshan. They always know that every one of them knows that what is their role when it comes to the Roshan fight. X-Noah just always trains his body to block the Hulk, and also FY perfect positioning to throw out the 4-man feature stun. I believe he didn't have much vision there.
No, I think
Aster was smoking.
Yep, smoke just broke, so I think he just saw one and just. I mean, Aster kind of did that thing where everyone just runs in a straight line.
Yeah.
So to I guess some positioning to be worked on there. perhaps as FY could have, had he known, maybe even capitalized on that even further. But still, I mean, that fissure is really all it took. And that's now a Refresher Shard, Aegis, and a Cheat over to LGD. I believe they've had all 3 Roshes have gone to their side, right?
Yeah, like somewhere within 10 seconds they took it down. So it's so hard for Aster to contest the Roshan. They have to do everything at the optimal speed, which is very tough for them. Like even they shoot the rocket flare into the Roshan, but there's just no time for them to react or to organize any kind of play.
Aster, though, they're going to try and take a fight here on their terms and not on the high ground. Going for the wraparound, they might scout the Necrobook summons. Smoked up behind will be X-Nova. Smoked will break here, so they know X-Nova. Maybe in a panic, he's going to stay cool, though, as the roar will be on the dad. Trying to keep him locked down. The boat incoming. Is it going to be enough damage? Not quite, but the fleet is incoming. And old 11 does not get the cast off. X-Nova also goes down, but Thomas now, he's going to be trying to team fight his way. There's going to be the Echo Slam of 1 here. FY will he refresh for the second? He will not. Fade will now go down. There's going to be the second fissure, however, as well as Hamza Schwan is still trying to match fight. Will be the DK. Chalice as well. Oh goodness, the damage from Aster. Oh, the 11 coming back just in time. Though he's going to get off a grave. Somnus still alive here, continuing to fight. But Chalice, he's been pushed up to the high ground. He's going to have to make a long walk right back over. A second shallow grave with a 2.2-second cooldown on that puppy as they continue fighting. Baboka, he's right back in the thick of it as DK finally going to get that first life. There's going to be 1 dead, a dieback on our AA. As Chalice still continuing to run down Fade, but look at that, DK finally will get a kill onto the gyrocopter. It's taken this long, and still I think we've only seen 3 or 4 deaths. Another break though onto DK. BKB has expired. The call down. Gyrocopter's just popped back. He's gonna run back in and get this kill. He's dead for 100 seconds. Does not have buyback. Chalice now in some trouble as Old 11 has been controlled by Baboka. They have absolutely nowhere to go. Baboka not letting the grave come out. Oh, it will come out, however, but still they get the kill onto Chalice.
This might be game.
I think that is just game.
What's the ones who walk down throw right now? They were so greedy for LGD because they spent so much time putting up like 3 graves to bring down SCCC, and SCCC immediately buy back, but DK was still charging forward. He wants more.
That team fight was just so hectic. Creeping the base here though for LGD.
Yeah, Aster was doing a really good job in focusing down the other heroes. They knew that the AA and Dazzle bought back, so they every time these 2 heroes show up in the team fight, they'll just take them down.
That's trouble. See, he's bought out a relic. I mean, why he's already bought back here. 45 seconds. Old 11 dead for 80. That's going to be the only fortified left here. Can LGD mount a defense? We do have an active slam available, but really, how much can we expect that to do at this point? As Triple C, he's got himself a Satanic 30% status resist. There's down goes the first of 2 tier 4s. Buyback though, DK, his buyback just available now. As there's gonna be the stun, trying to nuke down onto Fade, but the Unbox is there. There's gonna be the Echo Stun, the control necessary. As we'll see, popping the BKB now, trying to retreat, but look, X-Nova's just chilling here.
X-Nova behind there.
That's because he's going for the cold defeat. He's gonna get blown up. There's not enough follow-up there. X-Nova, I think, did he use a trusty shovel? What happened? I think he just goes, hello. As you'll see, it kills him on the way out. Oh,
alright, it's not a game.
It is not game.
I think, well, that was all happening. Lycan was trying to rat the Aster's throne as well. So they got a little bit confusing. They didn't know whether they want to commit fully into tower or not.
X-Nova just walking.
Yeah, trying to body block.
Yeah, he's trying to body block.
He doesn't have any disable, you know, so he's trying to do a body block.
Don't worry. Status was just not reduced. Does not reduce body blocking. I got him.
Yeah. But I think it was because he TP'd out from his base to get a better direction for his Ice Blast. So that's why he was on another side.
No, but he used the Ice Blast from the fountain.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it seems like the Ice Blast came from a different location.
I'm not sure. I thought it was from the fountain, but
anyways, they managed to save the throne, and that's the most important thing.
That's the name of the game, baby.
Yep.
Defense of the Ancients.
And we are now back into a 50-50 game. So most of the hero doesn't have buyback right now. So at this point of the time, this Dota is not Dota anymore. It's all about who makes a mistake and who can capitalize on that.
They go here aggressively. They know that without Fade, Team Aster actually relatively weak. Those charges.
Are they going straight?
I think they are. They're just gonna go for it. But Aster C with the Rapier might be able to hold them back. I mean, they've just absolutely nuked all of the summons and the creep waves. Schwan with the Ghost Fleet just continuing to call in the boats one after another. And just like that, LGD have been repelled.
Divine on gyro. How do they deal with that? Do they have a halberd? They do not. So they really have to find a way to stop SCCC from sataning and lifestealing all the way back to full. Because you cannot afford to throw everything to him and he just press one button and he heals to full HP.
Yeah.
So you need something like a Hex, something like a halberd.
Even the halberd though won't stop him from healing, will it?
Yep, he would.
Because
He couldn't hit.
he's got the side gun.
Oh, he has a side gun, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So he probably has to burst him down.
Yeah, and just gotta burst him. I mean, you have to use
You have the
pixel.
flicker. He has the flicker for the debuff.
And you know what? I suspect this game will end. A lot of pros are now using flicker for just manta dodge. He's gonna manta dodge the Dragon Knight stun coming through, get right in their face, and just 5-man rampage. Now, we all think it's gonna go bad. Oh no, the flicker! He's in the middle of 5 enemy. Oh, the rampage!
Yep.
That's gonna be my call as well.
All right.
It's gonna sound exactly like that. But it's tricky though. Like, how do you blow him up? Do you really have that control for LGD? I mean, let's see. Our DK, I think that's the stun talent he has taken. Isn't that right? It's the left one.
Yep. That's the 1.6 second Dragon Tier. So you are looking at what? 5 seconds? 5 seconds?
But again, reduced by 30%. All right, because he does have that satanic.
For LGD side, they have to actually for both of the side they have that they're taking fights at their own turn, because you want to be dictating the location of the fight so that you don't want to be fighting against anyone on the high ground. You want to have a good vision control before you start the fight. You want to make sure that you seize the Shaker, you seize the Shadow Demon. So it's a game of getting to the back lines of both sides.
That's exactly right. That's why Aster took that big old mess of a team fight. They left their base instead of letting LGD to them. They knew they could jump on the back line immediately, and they did just that.
And Dragon Knight is going for his own Divine Rapier here. It's pretty far though.
Yeah. See if you can get that. I thought Lycan was going for one as well, to be honest.
Mass of Madness in the backpack of Lycan.
What did he buy? Not. What is he? He's missing a lot of gold, I feel. He definitely has something, maybe. Anyway, smoked up here is 4. Will it be LGD? Alright, what is that keyed up? Oh, an Ags for our Beastmaster. Wild Axes, baby. As that's Triple C into the Roche pit. Team Aster holding that triangle camp. And, well, if you thought LGD
they're way
Roche
too late.
fast,
They're way too late for
Aster, they do it even faster with that Divine Rapier up. Ice Buster will scout up. It will connect onto all 3. FY finds the 2-man fissure, but it's not going to be a disaster here immediately for Team Aster.
They're splitting a fight though. They're ignoring the gyro. They're going for the back line.
There's a roar though, as Chalice, no, ooh, the gyro! They've actually gotten him! They've completely isolated, they've just left him alone. Now after that, I'm going to catch a single person with the Ghost Fleet there, looking for the disengage. FY with a nice stun, Bavoka will catch the Ica there, but onto the back lines. There's going to be Fake getting ran down by the entirety of LGD. Now the Torrent Storm coming in, as our DK just trapped in a very awkward position, will finally pop his own BKB, looking to turn onto Schwan. Chalice out of the shapeshift to run him down, but he's not going to find himself to be quite fast enough. On the high ground, farming the camp, as that's Triple C finally trying to join this fight, as there's going to be the Echo Slam onto him. FY popping the BKB, but with the Satanic, they can't lock him down for nearly long enough. The Ghost Fleet, a second one of this seems like getting called back in, is now Chalice getting recalled back to the fight. Old 11 there will be on time with the Shallow Grave, but now he's going to get ran down. He just managed to steal the cheese there somehow, and now there's going to be the stun. Gyrocopter in some trouble. He does manage to land the stun onto Old 11 with the damage coming through onto him. He's got the team now right behind him. The life steal is going to be a little bit too much. DK dropped the fight through him as FY jumps in and says, "Don't worry, fam, I've got you." Somnus now jumping right back in. Well, he's actually jumping out of the fight as he's going to get a Shallow Grave XSS. I think they've just lost the fight here and possibly the game. LGD with the Roche fight, they take it on their terms and they get the full team wipe.
Oh, what was this, man?
Who's the rapier on?
So DK eventually managed to outlast everybody. Thanks to the Shallow Grave from the desert. Multiple times Shallow Grave allowed him to go toe-to-toe to the gyrocopter.
Just man fought his way through that FY with a little short stun.
And that was also the perfect location that they want to take the fight, because there's no way, there's no place that the Shadow Demon can hide.
They set a bounty on Kunka. I didn't know that was a feature of the Battle Pass. I was wondering what that Harry Potter noise was. Dude, what that was... I gotta say, LGD running down Fade, huge part into winning that team fight as well. Without the breaks there, that DK does not last a tenth of as long as he did there. But Aster, they've got all the buybacks. are all already respawned. Chalice does end up dying in that fight, as long as it was.
Yeah, what was that thing under Kunkka though?
That's the bounty. Yeah, it's like you ever play GTA? When they put a bounty on you.
All right.
Yeah. So now if you kill him, I think you get Dota Plus shards. It's a lobby game though, so it doesn't matter because they all reset.
Right.
But
So,
I think,
Lycan is targeting down the Kunkka. Right?
yeah, I think so. He's letting you know I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you. Let's see. LGD. I mean, that's a, if you don't have enough gold and can't farm the Divine Rapier fast enough, just take it from the enemy, right?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, goodness.
Why do you have to do your own work when you can just steal from the others?
That's exactly right. Robin Hood yourself into the lead. 52 minutes into this game here. Might we see tier 5s, Arthur?
We might. There's, 7 minutes to go?
7 minutes to go. Looks like Team Aster, they're going to hold on. They can defend against Megas all the day as well with the gyrocopter. They won't have a single problem.
Well, we have seen Sumil doing a triple rapier and comeback game. Anything could happen at this point with a gyrocopter.
This is only game 1, mind you.
Yep.
Game 1 of the ESL One Birmingham 2020 Online Chinese League. Powered by Intel. They're going to keep on farming here. A second rapier queued up by Gyro. I mean, at this point, what else do you go for,
I mean, what are the better items than a rapier, right?
Whoa, DK is just blown out, though. He's saving up for... Actually, he's just going to be buying aggressively.
Oh, he's waiting for Daedalus.
He must have one already on the way, though. There's no way he doesn't. He had way too much gold saved up. What did he just get delivered?
He got the Crystallis.
Guess so.
Yeah.
I guess he just, bought the Crystallis. Right. Well, they managed to burn through the Aegis, kill the Gyro twice with the BKB, and the Aegis, the Divine. One heck of a roller coaster of a game here. Because they're going to keep on pushing. Old 11. What's he got? Has he finished off Necro 3? Has he polished those off? Still looks like Necro 1's just chasing him down. Look at that. He's going for the value Necro Book 1. He's actually got a lot of money saved up.
Yeah, he doesn't really want to go for the Octarine.
I would think more Aeon Disc.
Yeah, Aeon Disc could be good too. Especially, I assume that his buyback is not up yet. But anyway,
he is up. He's up. Okay.
Yep. So most of their buybacks are up. Oh, he bought out the hacks.
Ooh,
right.
Okay.
That's much better then.
That's pretty good.
So
Yeah, I like that better than both of them already.
That's one way of shutting down the gyrocopter from Satanic.
Yes.
Using a Satanic. Shika has a Shivas. So they're just focusing on trying to keep themselves alive, getting all the armor items up.
Yep. 55-minute runes here, providing 150 each. LGD snagging all 4. That's a lot of gold.
That's a lot indeed.
A lot of gold here for them as Gyro needs another 100
They're
gold.
moving out from their...
They need to go together to buy this rapier.
Yep.
That's what they need to do here. But we'll leave him without buyback, however, but I think at this point he says, who cares? As a second bounty has been applied now.
Why are they all targeting?
I have no idea why I think they just really don't like him. He's having a pretty good game, actually. He has bought that Aghanim Stint. He's got a heart, so he's incredibly tanky, especially given that run buff and the AC. We saw that Torrent Storm in the middle of the last fight, which, honestly, the Aghanim Scepter on DK, I said this in the middle of the fight, but the fact that he could free path was huge. I think had the Gyro not missed maybe 1 or 2 more of those auto attacks uphill,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure he
true.
missed maybe 1 or 2, right? But it doesn't matter.
Oh no, he couldn't miss. He had the Divine. Yeah.
You're so right. You're
Yeah.
a genius. I forgot that Divine Rapier now gives True Strike. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So that's even better.
It was all 11 right there just now.
Yeah.
It was all the clutch, super clutch. Shadow Grave.
Yes. That is correct. Either way, though, he's flying vision, quite good.
Yep.
Flying movement.
Yep.
Is going in and out of the Roche pit as he pleases, and old 11 keeping him alive, as you said. That's going to be. They're just going to keep on farming. We are going to see, I think, tier 5s here, unless they just run at each other. I doubt, though. I mean, after you invested this much into the game,
Yeah, it's 56 minutes of roller coaster.
you're not just gonna go and run it down a lane. You're gonna. This is Chinese Dota. If it was NA,
Yep.
maybe we just smoke and go. SA or SEA. Crap! They just picked off one of our players. Smoke and go. China? I don't think so. We're gonna get a full 5v5 team fight here.
I would say China is one of the most disciplined region.
Yes, it is.
In playing Dota, especially the late game. Because, like a few years ago, LGD has been the team, the high ground team. Yeah, you get the 10 to 20k goal lead in 30 minutes, but then you just wait for Roshan after Roshan after Roshan. And this seems like what LGD is trying to do now. They want to wait for the fifth Roshan?
Fifth Roshan.
But then all this waiting is just going to give Gyro time to farm his buyback or build into a second rapier.
Yep. All right, let's see. Roche might respawn as soon as now. So they've already got the couriers waiting, setting up for vision. It's a hold on. We still have to wait 20 seconds to see.
Aster is slowly walking out though. They're getting scouted by the Alpha Wolf.
Oh, well, they got a sentry there, so they know something's up. They know Roche is up soon, and it looks like it's actually a bit of a longer Roche. It's a medium Roche, the Goldilocks Roche. Not too long, not too short. Yeah, just about right.
Just about right to keep this game more exciting.
To keep this game, to send it into Tier 5 territory. Now, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Because it might become relevant in this game. How bad, in your opinion, the answer might be not bad at all, you're dumb, but how bad is Trident recipe?
What? Sorry?
Trident recipe.
I'm not too sure. I haven't seen too much of a tier 5 game that Trident has really become a very impactful one. Because most of the time we look at Apex.
Boca though might not become an impactful one. Onto Axel, the 4-step away, a very good fissure, but look at that. They want to go right in the banishment, however, as the Ice Blast incoming. That's going to be the Equistone though. Can they control S-Triple-C with this side Rapier? That's going to be the charge of the disruption not being put to use. Gyrocopter still moved down. The Torrent Storm not providing enough lockdown here. LGD have yet to even lose a single hero. Now Challenge jumping into the fight, trying to keep this Coco locked down. The cold defeat will latch, and he's gone down dead for 2 minutes. The bounty has been claimed, and maybe even the game here.
Yep. We have been talking about how to stop Gyro from live stealing. But we totally forgotten about the AA Ice Blast. That's what kills the Gyro. We're so dumb.
Yeah, you're right. Well, all right, there's 2 heroes with buyback here. Our Beastmaster caught without buyback. This might be 2 buybacks and LGD going back to do Roche. Are they going to be scared of this 4v5 lineup? No Divine on Gyro. I think
where's the second Divine?
Where is the second Divine? That's a good question.
Is it on?
It must be on Chalice. We'll see where they go for. There's going to be locked on. Give him the blink out in time. Really, our Shadow Demon. As S-Triple-C trying to keep it at bay.
Alright, they're going to bang Roshan.
They're going to go back and do Roche. Yeah.
I mean, it's 59. 45 seconds, so they are going to tell themselves, go to Roshan, get the tier 5 items, choke Aster in the base, and make sure that they don't get anything.
That's right. Aghanim's blessing here. Let's see, who do you give that to? You can give that to Shaker.
Shaker's pretty good.
Yeah, AA1 is about 8. We were talking about the worst Ags in the game. Dazzle.
Right? You had the Dazzle? The extra 1 auto attack?
Yeah, the extra auto attack every time you cast a spell for, I mean, what does he do, like 60 damage? No way. Okay, they're giving it to Shaker. I thought they were giving it to Dazzle. Alright, oh, this is looking pretty difficult. Book of the Dead. Oh. Okay, Book of the Dead, Seer Stone.
Summon unit.
Seer Stone's quite nice though. Gives you increased vision and it's like a super 8 lens.
Yep.
Force boost. That's nice against a Clockwork.
Alright. I want to see one
increased move speed and basically gives you a free slot. Who else we can
I think for LGD set, they are dying for the Desonator.
I think Baboka is being sent here to cut what A, farm neutrals, and B, cut that mid wave. Let's see what he can find here.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to find another tier 5.
This is like actually so important. Stack it with Apex.
Oh. Alright, interestingly, Kanka has gotten himself a Blade Mirror. Do you remember the one incident that no one on the sniper? I think he was the sniper with the Divine and Sugil.
Yeah, the Alchemist game?
Yeah, he just popped a very late game. Right? Yeah, he just popped a Blade Mirror and ran into a sniper.
Of course, I remember that. Oh, they're going for a pick here. No, they're just bullying Schwan back into the base. Look at that, they've got an aggressive ward. X-Nova, he's planted a ward right there in the middle of the base. It hasn't been dewarded yet. That's incredible.
You did not have Jam?
His Gyro building, is that he's just going for a Chrysalis. He's going for as much damage as he can.
Mirror Shield. Found by the Shaker. Still no Apex so far.
No Apex. As look at that, 160 gold each. Baboka just continuing to farm. Somnus. Somnus is coming in. And Baboka, he's gonna get right out of there. He doesn't want to be there any longer. Ooh, what is going on here? XSS FY trying to scout out to the person firing. Oh, there he goes. He gets the vision. Is he going to be able to cancel the TP? XXS, he's been caught. And I think FY, is he going to have sufficient lockdown, though, is the question. It will commit the end of the lap. He says, thank you for giving me more echo damage. Ice Blast incoming is challenged. And with the Divine Rapier, will be setting up for the kill there onto X-Nova.
FY, the magician.
I can't believe he just knew he was there.
Yeah.
That could look at him drop, and he goes, nope.
Quest Slam and take it off.
Yeah.
Oh, there's still one tier 5 item slot.
There is. Oh, they did drop that Trident recipe, though, on LGD. They did drop the Trident recipe.
Octarine copy.
Well, the good news is that's not a dieback. That's not a dieback.
Oh, Arcane Rune! Arcane Rune battle!
Okay.
Alright, let's look at the cooldown.
0.3 seconds. There's no downtime. Maybe with the
there's no
cast.
downtime for the-
Maybe with the cast. Whatever. Oh, they are. That's the Trident. DJ. Got the Trident coming now. But basically third gives every single thing you can imagine. The game full step forward aggressively. I think a bit of a miscommunication there as the bonus sort of gives them
The Lycan.
yeah. What is that attack range?
They're turning you to the Lycan.
Excuse me.
If the Aghanim is on the Lycan.
Oh yeah.
There's the
That was the
DK.
DK, you're
Yeah.
right? Yeah, he turned his frat into a wolf. I was very confused. Sounds like the second. Oh, goodness.
Oh, Trident. This is the first time I've got a
It's pretty good.
I see a
It's
Trident.
pretty good. A 30 everything. I mean, in a free spot, that's where the value comes from. They're just going to go try and end the game here. These guys are still up to 20. Fade, trying to get the blink back. Away, back into safety as the storm now will be dropped. Not going to still find much. No, that wasn't even a storm. What was that? Oh, Chalice now is going to get Yodel. Jumping into Boca. Has managed to get from the scores on X-Nova. Chalice blowing up the blinds as he will get that kill on space. Be a dieback now. Jumping forward for the kill will be FY as LGD looking to close out this game. They're going to have to still fight through. S-Triple-C trying to man fight his way against the Black Dragon. DKB, he's not going to be bothered by the Torrent Storm. As Kuka still trying to man fight him. The war to be committed as XSS respawn. The GG will be called. LGD, it takes him 64 minutes to get the job done in game number 1 of the series.
What a way to start off the tournament. Wait for 38 for series. LGD. Yeah, just playing all the team fights so much better.
FY, he's found himself no tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's no tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, there's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for no tail as Zame comes in for the kill secure.
I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off, and he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Sebas has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
I mean, yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage. One of the most damage in the game as an offlaner.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb,
Oh, I'm just going to leave this here.
got to be
Watch
careful who
Jerax.
shows up top. Indeed, Jerax is going out on his own. He doesn't expect Zame to have this invis rune. And Zame will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Someone is not messing around rupturing them.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, we'll find X-Nova.
Seb, and as well. Between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He's toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed, FY, the patience keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Ana is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Ana, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Ana's got a TP available. He's into the trees. He's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Ana, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG.LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is level the PL.
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG.LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Creeks. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in the team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Terax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the Aghanim, so. As Thompson, see, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those Blink calls as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, full I've Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's going to get FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel though. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tail's coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in the series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The Blood Bright Silence connects. He's got the Manta back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. And X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wars that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG.LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG.LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the 3 of them. Knocks them back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PLR is on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG. They have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. Two of the side lanes are already gone, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25. With,
so close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know who I give that.
Maybe on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25. He will take off that front split.
So close. Just want to be careful, Seb. Looking for that initiation.
He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They fought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No Tail's praying for a Rosh right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be up. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right? It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. Well, about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG.LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Anna's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon discount Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X Blade Mail call if he finds it, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the smoke, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled. But it's
He's in the trees, they're on the high ground, they've got the vision with the Shivas covered, Anna's on his way over, they've got the snowball down, there's the counterplay, Seb jumps in, he's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out, the Sunstrike's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb pots the BKB, he'll try and stand his ground, but Seb, he's going to go down, no buyback on the axe, as Jerax as well, surrounded by PSG.LGD, the Eon disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom room, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Jerax. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting, is it enough to hold OG in the game?
You see No Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care, he's gonna throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will, as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No Tail and without Seb. Thompson, Anna, and Jerax. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jerax is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split of course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Anna up in the skies. As this rack's on the top lane will fall, the melee rack's gone. PSG.LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers, he's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into their Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose their top racks, but they won't lose the game. PSG.LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Rosh is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to de-ward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roach fake out.
Check Anna, he's on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Head's going to get the set. He's in, the call, the MP, the counter, but FY's in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. Chalice is down, buyback from X Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis, Somnus looking to get involved, pause the BKB to get over the ice roll, they get on top of Seb, Seb's in trouble, Seb's gone! The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. Got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball over to Tops into the self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of Notel. FY will fall. Arme looking towards Notel. Notel pops the hand of God, but Notel beaten down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Anna. He's been left behind in Thompson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jarek's coming in, keeping Anna alive. Anna with the doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the two of them. Anna trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Anna again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jarek's back in, the combo, meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Pops the Shiva's gone, he's on top of Jarek. Jarek's is gone, Anna as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus, and X-Nova is so low? As the buyback for Jarek's comes in, he's healing Anna back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the attraction, they find him. He's out of Anna. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG.LGD's turn to be without two of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jarex onto that shrine, being able to save Ana, but Ana also toying with him with that doppel. He sent the illusion, they thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill.
Seb,
Yeah.
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting. Somnus, he's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh! Doesn't get the call though, and now Seb. He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Anna, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Anna again with the doppelganger. They see Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Anna will be able to force him away. They've got the hex. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Arme. Big Daddy Notel gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Arme able to waveform up to the high ground. As Arme should be fine here.
Thompson's got the ghost, he's got Hex
maybe
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger Arme's over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
No, back, real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of there. Nice play from Arme.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Jerax for the same amount of time. And that lead that PSG.LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment. With these last few fights, obviously the 25 is now coming out on OG. Thompson's into the pit.
What a timely DD coming out for him too. I don't think they expected to be taken out as fast. He's almost able to solo it with the help of these summons.
PSG.LGD's turn to ban.
That way, LGD can
Radiant team
The
back.
Seb level 25 too. That extra.
That's 3 series, however. How can Aster sort of reset and get ready for game 2? Do you think there's anything they do differently, or was it just maybe some standout plays? As here's our graphic.
But to be honest, I thought Aster was doing really good given their circumstances. They definitely showed a very good resilience in coming into this game. Yeah, even though they are 2 lanes down, but they are still playing like they have the lead. I think this is the strength of Chinese team. They are always okay with playing with down, and then when they have a voice line, you know, what was the voice line about again? The two racks down, being 2 racks down.
I don't recall that voice line.
Never mind. I couldn't think of it now, but maybe
they'll spam it.
Yeah, maybe they'll spam it.
Yeah.
To ban.
Well, we'll see. Here's the bans getting underway for our second game. LGD taking game 1 and back and forth series. Quite exciting. Let's see how game 2 pans out, if there'll be any different bans. And the Vengeful Spirit, once again, out from Team Aster, is maybe a little bit surprising But that's an ex-Nova hero that he really has been playing.
Yeah, recently he has been playing a lot.
He's good on it too.
Yeah.
Those swaps, I mean, of course, he likes to build aura items as you do on that hero, but that gives him so much utility. I mean, we saw last game how he's more than comfortable playing this very sacrificial position. Sorry, the cow in the room. But dying for the bounty rune to get his DK buyback. Vengeful Spirit, a very similar hero to that. So
yeah, and also not only the swap and the stun is amazing, the aura are amazing as well. Also the reduction.
Oh yeah,
especially your pairing, especially most of your heroes now they buy Necronomicon, they buy the Half Dominator, so it ends up very nicely with the passive.
Yeah,
from the right.
Exactly, because they get the bonus stats as well.
Yeah, so it's actually a very low key OP hero, OP aura machine. We have not seen Venge a lot in other regions, but specifically in Chinese, they love this because they love playing team fights, right?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, first pick.
Yeah, the Quap sneaks.
So once again, they have the no, they don't have the last pick.
Nope. This time they're on Dire with second pick.
Wow.
Or with
first pick. We don't see this a lot, right? I have never seen anyone first pick a Quap, but then again, Quap is a very flexible hero. It could potentially go to four rows. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, exactly. I have seen it safe lane. Usually the build is something like armlet, surprisingly.
Wow.
Yeah. So the match I watched, actually, Samboy built 2 armlets, but that was different. It was an NA game.
Alright, NA game, of course. Of course, it is an NA game.
Oh, yeah, of course. But anyway,
best region in the world.
Best region in the world. That's where all the meta is being forged right now. Somewhere in Slax's basement, it's tied up. I don't know what's going on in there. Anyway, DK will be picked up in response. Let's say it was the mid lane DK, right? It was,
well, again, Dragon Knight is a very popular hero whenever a team is the second pick, because just how much flexible value you have on this hero is just too great for you in terms of drafting. It gives you a lot of advantage in drafting because you can always have the flexibility to change this hero around.
Yeah, and I want to say, despite it being a mid lane DK for LGD last game, he played it and even built it a lot like a carry, I feel. Starting off with an omelet, going for a farming item, then going for the Aghanim Scepter, and then just damage, right? Not really relying so much on the blink initiation we're kind of used to seeing on a mid-K.
It was also because of the circumstances he has been put in, because he's playing against the Demon. He knows that an early Shadow Blade or Blink Dagger is not going to help him change the game dynamic a lot, so instead he went for a more with a farming item that allows him to scale better into the late game.
Yep. Of course, the Necrobook 3s against him will just completely nullify.
And also he knows that he's playing with a Lycan, and Lycan eventually is going to fall off, so he has to pick up the farm, that he has to pick up the responsibility to carry the game when the game goes badly. So I would say he's doing a really good job in filling up the holes of the Lycan.
Indeed. We'll see how LGD are going to respond to the opener of the DK Oracle. It's a pretty strong one. Good save potential, very extremely tanky. I think the Queen of Pain actually is decent first pick against it, because much like a Phoenix, it allows you to jump onto the back lines and try and force the Oracle to either ult himself or just, not ult at all and just die.
Yeah. Alright, this Phoenix pick, that's actually a lot of flexibility from LGD side, because Quap, we have just mentioned this hero can play on 4 rows, and also Phoenix, you could play it on 3-4-5 as well. As Noah plays this hero, and also recently 11 has been finding success with LGD on Phoenix 3 as well.
Yeah, that is true actually. Yeah.
And also in the interview of Charlie, previously in the previous tournament, he said that Phoenix is one of the pocket hero for 11, so you only bring this hero up when you are in desperate needs of winning. So it looks like LGD wants to close out this game with a 2-0.
Yeah, indeed. FY, still no stranger to the Phoenix. He's been playing it as of recently as well in the DPL, CDA leagues and whatnot. I mean, it's just too strong of a pick here. It's a good opening against the Oracle and DK. Now we just need something to pair it with. If you want it on the 3, I think that could still work. Most likely, I suspect Team Aster are going to pick something against it. Maybe a Snapfire. Yeah.
Or something like a Juggernaut PL.
Jug PL, let's see.
But these are not as exactly. I mean, Juggernaut, I'm never a fan of Juggernaut just because this hero. Teams are always picking them for the Kotal to hit the Kotal ball, to hit the Phoenix egg, but then they forgot that Phoenix doesn't necessarily have to use an egg to win a team fight. A lot of time, just a Sun Ray would be able to do a lot of damage to with the beefy heroes like Dragon Knight right here. So it gives him more reasoning to believe that Phoenix is more likely to be a 3, simply because he needs more level on the Dragon or the Sun Ray,
Yeah.
so that he could do more damage on DK, and also he wants to get a very early Spirit Vessel as well.
That's a good point you bring up, because he does extremely well with levels. That Sunray percentage damage is super strong against DK, very good against well, any hero really, because it's a percentage base, but disproportionately strong against strength heroes as a result. As Triple C though, he's no stranger to the Troll pick, to the Naga, you know, so there are still some very strong counter pick potentials that I think still synergize quite well with the Team Aster lineup.
Oracle plus Troll, especially.
Yep, exactly, and there's actually the Morph ban. That's PSG.LGD. That was another pick I might have suggested, but we'll get banned out from LPD. So I think maybe Team Aster might be considering that. They do have first pick right out of the gate here of this banning stage. Is that what you're doing now? Maybe considering the Troll pick, or do you want to save your carry for a little bit later on in the draft?
Yeah, I think you are afford to save the carry first, since you have the last pick. You could show post. You don't want to show another core because you want to keep your Dragon Knight indiscreet. So I think this is where the post 4 comes in.
ESL
Right, we see.
All right, so indeed it will be a Sapphire.
So I think now it's going to be Phoenix 4, right?
Yep.
And that's the beauty of the Phoenix, right? We talk all this stuff about Phoenix, immediately just shut down by the Snapfire, but it's still very useful. The levels, you know, Phoenix, yes, does well with items, but he's more level dependent. This meta kind of favors support heroes that just take a lane eventually, because we tend to see lots of heroes, lots of carries rather, just go jungle for like 5-10 minutes. After 10, like at the 10-minute mark, which allows heroes like Phoenix, like the Shaker last game, it will allow probably the Snapfire and Oracle this game to soak levels and get that level 6 in their lane. So yeah, we'll see what LGD decide to respond with. Maybe they're gonna have to change gears a bit. The Troll still a possibility to draft against Troll or
Yeah, they definitely want to look for some stuns right now, especially the AoE stun, because they don't have any disable on both heroes, Quap and or Phoenix. You could argue the Supernova is a stun, but you have to make sure that it stays alive.
I got a crazy suggestion about uploading Enigma. Base damage. It's good lockdown. None of the supports really bother you all that much. Okay, interesting. So it's Tusk.
Could be a Snapfire tree or Tusk tree. Yeah, we've seen some Tusk tree, especially in the European region. And that would be the Ursa pick from LGD.
I think they're seriously considering the Enigma pick here. I think it's very strong.
For LGD?
For LGD. I don't know, maybe you don't do it when your enemies have last pick, but I think it's really great against the Snapfire, the Tusk, the DK.
Yeah, that's true. All three heroes have nothing to consider BKB Black Hole. And also, yeah, Midnight Pulse.
Midnight Pulse
really big for DK.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about this game. They don't really have the best wave clear. I mean, yes, we have not seen the safe laner from Team Aster yet, but as of now, they do all right. Breathe Fire and the Snapfire Scatterblast is going to be your best 2 abilities to clear Eidolons, but you could potentially still farm early.
Aster to rat you perfectly.
I'm telling you, man. 11's been playing a lot of Enigma recently in his pubs, and as well as in his official games. So that's what I was thinking. I think the Enigma pick would have really done well against Aster here. Had they gone for a Troll, which they still might on Team Aster, I think that would have as well been a very strong pick against it. So the Enigma ban makes a lot of sense. LGD, they are actually running out of draft time here.
Yeah. I don't see any Oracle Killer right here, except for Quap. If they eventually want to put the Quap at the mid lane and then ban out the Troll,
which is makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. So
maybe we go with something. I'm just looking at 11 heroes here.
Yeah, I don't think any post 4 could change the game here. So I think that Phoenix is a 4.
Yeah.
11 here. All right.
10 seconds.
Let's see. I feel like Timbersaw is pretty okay right here against the DK, and also Oracle Snapfire don't really do a lot to Timbersaw.
That's a good point, actually.
After Timbersaw get a hood, of course, that do a lot of magical damage, but a hood or use Lotus could easily deal with that.
Maybe a Bristle. 11's been playing a lot of a Bristleback as well. Oh, Beastmaster. Brewmaster. Sorry, the other master.
Right, so this is another way of dealing with the Oracle. If you couldn't kill him, just cyclone him.
Yeah, very annoying and very effective. Okay, so now we need an Aster hard carry here.
Yeah, something that is good against Brew.
The Supernova is not too much of a concern. We've already addressed that. Could we use a little bit more lockdown for a Queen of Pain? Or maybe our Ursa even?
Yeah, of course. But then again, if you're looking at heroes with lockdown on Void, Faceless Void could be good.
Face Void? Is
Yeah,
it Ember Spirit? No, it is banned.
Yeah, Faceless Void, you do have the Snapfire to pair with you.
Naga. Nope, Faceless Void. Alright.
Your heroes.
Okay. Good damage to the Chrono as well. You have the Snapfire combo, Breathe Fire potentially can be nice on the onset. You've got two pretty good saves on Team Aster between the Oracle as well as the Tusk, so you have something to fall back on. Maybe, yeah, I mean, Fade's a really good player. He can probably dodge a Sonic Wave with a Snowball. What do you think?
Oh, I'm saying that he could save someone from the Chrono this game, at least once.
Fade?
Yeah.
Saving someone from the Chrono?
Yeah, like trying to snowball his ally out of the Chrono.
Oh, okay. That's a new one.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be really like game changing.
Oh yeah, just bait Schwan.
Yeah.
Right, bait Schwan. That's the play. And then you get the snowball him out. He's ready to go. He's getting the Elder Dragon form, splash dash. Okay. Look at that. He's got the Alpine Ursa set.
Ooh,
Remember,
cowboy.
Remember when that got added to the game and everyone's like on cosmetics?
Mm-hmm.
And we got, you know,
What?
the back pass.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I was just trying to stir up controversy. Not a really fun set, to be honest. But the Alpine Ursa, how do you think Chalice is going to do here? Ursa Warrior.
Well, he's playing against the Snapfire offlane, so normally you want to pair, you want to play Ursa against a melee offlane, but then again, he's playing against a Snapfire, so I don't know how well he could do. Snapfire does have a lot of cheap damage to harass
Exactly.
him.
Well, the odds pretty heavily favoring LGD here, however. GG.
Wow.
See? Team Aster, the clear underdog heading into this series. I think I have to disagree there. I know this is an early tempo draft from LGD. There's no denying that.
Yep.
You got an Ursa. But I think we've seen Team Aster able to take fights. They're very coordinated. I believe that they can kite out this Ursa before he has the Abyssal, you know, to really close him down.
Yeah, I do think that they have a very solid draft as well. So 7, I think I would be taking that.
Well, we shall see as we get underway with our match number 2 in our best of 3 series.
Time to unleash your brilliance.
Absolutely. Trying to do here if you're LGD.
Hee-haw.
Trying to, I mean, that draft,
我是一个
I
没有感
gotta
情
say,
的花钱
LGD,
机器。
they played very well that last game. I know this is the last thing I promised about game number 1. I won't drone on about it throughout the entire day. But I think that really shows when a team clicks. When you can go up against that sort of, you know, by the time that Gyro was pushing into your 2-4s, that game looked lost, right? And they pushed on through. I think that takes a lot of fortitude. I don't think any regular old team might be able to hold and push back against that. They did. So
Yeah, that takes a lot of mental strength as well.
yeah, not to tilt. And LGD, I think they got the momentum going into this game. See if they're able to make it happen, secure the 2-0.
30 seconds.
Last level 1 Ogre Magi. That's pretty interesting. So that's gonna give you more attack speed on the Ursa to potentially do more harassment. Wow, look at that. What was that?
I don't know.
What is that?
That's a
Is
taunt.
goal ball? Alright, goal.
No,
No, he didn't. He missed it.
got blocked out. I do want to actually. Oh, they're dancing. He's actually dancing, I think. But he's just taunting. It's literally a disco ball. Cool. But my question to you is, I've casted the opens and the closed qualifier. We've seen a lot of Ursa throughout. To me, a disheartening amount of Urtas have built Battle Fury.
Oh yeah, that is the Chinese meta right now.
Yeah. Can you
power threat
explain that to me? I'm not a believer in it. Let's clear. So you're gonna have to do some convincing.
Alright, I think Ame is the one that comes up with this build. And it just because you went for a power trade, right? So there's a lot of synergy with your attack speed, right? And then
You're maxing over the power as well.
yeah, and we know that Ursa, this hero's his skill kit has been changed for quite a while, and Rage is now giving you a ton of status resistance. So a lot of the Ursa players they go for the Battlefield plus S and Y.
Yeah,
So
I'd actually like to very quickly addend my last statement. You actually max the Earth shot on Battle Fury, so not the overpowered. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. So they make sure that they are super strong in the laning phase, and then
Nova
will be die.
Yes, he will be dying here.
Or not.
Oh,
Oh, he has South and the stick.
yeah, the blocks coming through, the creep wave, saving his life as they'll be trialing it against Chalice. We'll see what he's queued up. Nothing yet on the Ursa, but we do tend to see the battlefield in China.
Yeah, so most of the time we see that Ursa is one of the heroes that dominates a lane.
Yes.
And then he will turn this advantage into fighting. But right now, teams are grouping up a lot to get to play team fights right now. So it's very hard for Ursa to snowball because he needs to fight the 5-man, and that's not something that Ursa wants to do even. So that's why a lot of especially the Chinese players, they want to go for Fury, making sure that their skills into the mid game, and then get to SN1, get to Basho and the Satanic, and then have a lot of stated resistance so they can gain the team fight. Yes, that's all about skilling on Ursa right now.
It is indeed, as they're looking to claim this bounty placed onto Baboka. They're tying themselves on.
Oh, the career warrior!
Oh, that's Triple C. Well, that's only a level 1 Fire Spirit, so it's not enough attack speed slow. Did deliver it item, but still 150 gold to team.
And Charlie's is not having a really good time here. You never want to pick Ursa and to be suffer on the lane. It feels very bad.
Oh, you know what's a dirt combo here too? The tag team.
Oh, Little Tractor?
Yeah, it's a Little Shredder. Tag team Little Shredder. Little
Shredder.
That does quite a number here on the Chalice.
And all the chip damage coming from SSI is super annoying as well. All the long range spells, the scatter bars, slowing and doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Whereas Void's lane is looking a lot more stable, because I don't think there's a lot of ways for you to kill SST. So on LGD side, they're aiming to annoy the Baboka. Baboka is the one hero that you want to bring up.
That's very true. I will say the one strength though that they have in this lane is good damage over time, right? Which Void hates, because he can't time walk that off. The Thunderclap, whatever it's called now on Brewmaster, it's a pretty big nuke, so he's probably going to be more tempted to time walk that off, his Thunderclap. But we'll see. He's already got 2 points here into the Bash. And I suspect he's probably going to try and get more points into that Bash than the Time Walk and be a little bit more aggressive with his farm here, especially against an Ursa. You know, the Time Walk does not help you farm as much as the Bash. So we'll see what he goes for. But that's just a point to consider, because they do have decent damage over time here. Now, a Sonic Wave, though, that's completely different.
Oh, 11 might be in trouble. Baboka just hit level 2. So Purifying Flames can really do a lot of damage.
Yeah, you got the Dispel now with the combos, the Fire Spirit, just to get a little bit more damage in. Is he finding a Warrior? Yep, Warrior. Yoink. Equalizing out. Middle lane. Not going to be the most fun to watch. Queen of Pain against the DK. Not a whole lot of kill potential there, but everyone's going to be farming here. So here's the big rotations from both supports at the 4-minute mark, as I believe Queen of Pain probably with a bottle at this point. For the bottom rune.
No.
That's brutal. Maybe. Not to pick up that rune. DK Schwan not getting any, you know, he's not getting anything out of it, but he is getting the effective denial of the rune.
Yeah, this regen rune is so crucial for King of Pain.
Yeah, that's an empty bottle, and she is going to be feeling sad. So what probably is going to happen is LGD, they're going to make a pretty aggressive kill attempt, or whichever support dies next, either from LGD, they're going to TP mid as soon as possible to refill that bottle. You really need to, especially on Queen. I mean, she's going to be so sad. She can't come up and CS. The DK is just going to right-click her and walk all over in this lane. And if this goes on any further, he's going to have his level 6, and with Queen of Pain unable to defend the tower, that's going to go down very, very quickly. You can't have that. You cannot have that. And that's all from the minute 4 bounty. That's how important these.
That's how important controlling power rune is to changing the game dynamic.
Yeah.
And that's why if you're a support and you're playing pops, you want to make sure that 3.5 minutes you're going to be walking towards the rune already.
Yes. Worst case scenario, that happens, right? But at least you were there, right?
Yeah, at least you are there.
At least you were there.
Showing some effort to your mid player that care about you.
Yeah,
you know?
especially in pubs when they go tilting.
Yeah.
Yeah. My goodness. Well, we'll see now, as I believe they did TP1 back. Samus not with a full bottle, I believe.
Yeah, he got a bounty rune as well, I think.
Oh yeah, bounty, so that'll do it as well. So able to secure himself a bounty. So now we shouldn't see this tower go down quite yet, but there's a Siege Dragon and not quite level 6 there.
Oh,
the Dragon Fallen, the Showers perhaps in some trouble going for the first blood. The Cookie connecting perfectly onto 2, and XFS getting first blood.
So much damage coming out from the team attack. Attack teams. Ooh, so that was 4 bounty runes.
Oh yeah,
for Aster.
Alright. Where did Samus get his bottle refill?
That was a X Nova TPing in.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. It has to be done. It has to be done. LGD top lane does have some kill potential. There's going to be the range dragon form or the dragon tail.
He blinked in for the rune.
He did blink in. That means he will die. And that's a big kill. The rotation of onto Schwan. And there's a short disarm, but that's just going to get him a little bit closer. Nice dragon tail.
The body block.
Body block through. There's going to be a death top lane. As X Nova will go down, but Schwan will die. Chalice.
He wants more.
There's blood in the water. As he's coming out of hibernation now, looking for a kill. Needs to be a bit careful. The Purifying Flame's going to end up doing more good than harm.
Oh, Snowboy's in cooldown, so
He's still going to die though.
FY is going to die for his body.
Yep. A bit too aggressive out from LGD, but I like it. They can force more rotations mid lane. The problem is your safe laner's here, so who's benefiting from the space? The Ogre?
11 is going to look
Look at that!
That is the space.
That's the space!
That's the space. Both Oracle and Tusk are at the mid lane. So
I was about to say, I was like, something's not right here. We must be missing something, right? There's all this space. I don't see any dead here. And there it is.
Oh, so the Necro Book Rush for Brewmaster.
That just seems to be the eye. It's just so good right now.
Yeah.
Especially, and the build-up is so strong for him.
Well, there go kisses.
Kisses on the challenge.
No.
He's trying to juke him, but that's just going to give more attacks to fade now. As Somnus bash yanking bottom. Oh,
no bashes.
Level 5 on his one. It's probably 3 experience, and he's going to die. The boulder hurl. Oh, no. That's triple C. It's going to take some time, but a second boulder will be hurled. He's going to go down.
And look at how many creeps are there under his tower.
That's brutal. He was so close to hitting level 6.
And he's no TP. That is TP down.
That's one deny. That's one deny, right, from Beastmaster. He's level 6. One less deny on Beastmaster. He's level 6.
Oh, this is so tilting, man.
That's
like, I think even a player like SCCC with such a good attitude, he must be feeling very down because of this.
Yeah.
You never want to TP down and die straight away as a carry.
Alright, 2 TPs down here, as that's a big rotation. I believe that's Orphan. Indeed it is. All for old 11. The cookie off the mark, but it will get Axel Test a little bit closer.
Unleash your anger.
That's exactly. It's going to be a kill. The Vengeance kill, but now Space created top lane, X Nova and Chalice. They're just gonna go full.
Wait, look for a second like he.
I thought they were gonna go for Roche too, but I was like,
SCC is not 6 yet.
No. Okay, there he goes. He's level 6 now. Chalice walking right in, giving him the Earth, the power. Nice stun there. Not going him down nearly long enough as Chalice popping the ulti, looking to continue fighting, but the Aster Sports have rotated over from their bottom lane towards them. Down to Chalice. He actually ran away, so the duration will not be reduced by the enrage, as they will get a kill in return. However, Fade with a snowball, a little bit too aggressive, will go down. There's so much rotation. I say very respectfully, this does not look like a Chinese team of Dota. Everyone just all over the map right now.
Yeah, this is something that LGD has been playing a lot more aggressively during this time. Ever since LGD 11 joined them, they have been super hunger for team fights.
Yeah, I mean,
so they are they're always 5 manning at very early on. So I think Aster right here, they're just trying to follow the pace of LGD, because if you don't bring enough numbers into the team fight, when LGD bring 5 men, you are just going to lose every single fight.
Yeah, that is true, and that's why actually the Vengeful Spirit is banned out by Aster. It's these very active supports that make a difference early on. When I was looking up at all these things, I was talking to you earlier, LGD really like going for this aggressive play style. See if it works out. There's Fade, gets a clean range just in time. Schwan. The Dragon's Tail will find it. Tag team surrounded by 4. Chalice off to the low ground. Chrono? We see the Chrono. Yes, we will. X Nova is going to provide emotional support there from the cliff. Chalice in a push pit. Oh, he's going to be able to dodge a little bit further. He's not going to die. Actually, they got the healing from the Purifying Flames, as it looks like Somnus giving the Grandma the walk around, but Grandma will come a-calling. She will kill that Queen of Pain as Aster pick up 2 kills onto 2 cores.
Alright. Very anticlimactic incident there. It looks for a second like he managed to get off, but
he runs right back into his death, unfortunately. I thought maybe he was going to die in Sepulchral Roche. That didn't happen. He said, okay, he's going to go for the bounty. Nope.
Yeah. I think if you look at the numbers now, Brewmaster should be sitting at the top of his team.
Brewmaster is sold 11.
Yeah, and also, so both of the second are getting a really good lane. They will be able to steal pretty good.
I don't know if we've seen a Sonic Wave yet, but we see one here. Pure damage, so of course not bothered by the Fate's Edict. as they will not be backing off.
And look at how their cores are constantly playing with each other and giving all the level, all the space.
Oh yeah, now he's coming in now. Queen of Pain.
Yeah, it's level 6. So.
Front line very aggressive. She did blink, level 1 blink. Very long cooldown. Oh, Arcane Rune though is very helpful, so she's probably going to ulti something here just for the efficiency. There with the Siege Wagon still alive. I believe this tower should be going down. Schwann pretty close to the Ursula Warrior. There's going to jump onto him. Give in the face either, but they still will continue to stack up the Fury Swipes. So there's now a bit more damage.
Bo3 is in trouble.
Now, Woka, he's done his job though. He's got the ult stuff. There's the Supernova. Underneath the tier 2, LGD continue to dive. The boulder will be hurled after the toss. Bashing back is Baboka. He's already used the ultimate, but Juan, the Elder Dragon form now ending. Still holding on to the Sonic Wave here. There it is. Finally, they get the kill onto the Dragon Knight. Again, just diving the tier 2 tower. Summoners with the triple kill. What is going on? They need to get the tier 1.
This is LGD, man. I mean, as much as I know that they will hate anyone else compare them to OG, but they are playing more and more like OG.
Yeah.
Like constantly abusing leader item timings. Like right here, they are just abusing their Arcane Rune, right? Or the Quap.
Go take a look at that moment of brilliance. I think the Supernova was like the all-in button. All Schwann here, Babok with the buyback.
Look at how aggressive the Supernova.
Underneath the tier 2, the boulder hurl that toss. There's no escape, my friend. Turn around. I want to see how many people did he hit with the Sonic Wave. Oh, he had to wait for the snowball. All 4. It's all 4. What beautiful. Just so much patience there on Maybe. That's amazing. 5 kills. A dieback on Oracle. 12 minutes into the game. He's not going to have upgraded boots probably until mid 20.
Yeah. I mean, this is the combo of the Brewmaster plus the Phoenix. There's no way you can hit the 8. You get stunned, you get Cyclone, and while you're trying to do you get Sonic Wave.
Where was the Sapphire?
He didn't even have the little shadow.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah.
That's a mistake though. That's a big mistake, I believe.
Like there's not enough.
No,
FY.
you need to have that point for the Supernova. It's too risky. Even if X-Nova. He deserved it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, those bashes. There we go. Sure, Warlord left waiting to try and land that stun. But yeah, I feel like even a single value point, right? Because that can really ruin a Chronosphere.
Yeah.
I mean, it forces the Void to now back off from that Chrono a little bit earlier, which could be just a wasted Chrono. For a support ulti. I feel like you really... One value.
Yeah, just one Wonder Point is great.
Not unique. Ignore it for the rest of the game. Don't put a single skill point into it. That's a mistake.
And also because you're only picking Snapfire because there's Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
So why not getting that 1 point? Otherwise, what's your purpose of this Snapfire in the game? Why not just pick any other heroes?
I agree. I completely agree with you. There's a number of other offlaners that attack quite quickly. Go for a Weaver offlane.
Yeah.
For example, that one's built in. You want to level the Scooch anyway. I understand. On an offline Sapphire, you don't not really go for it. There's going to be the follow-up of Grandma's Kisses onto Old 11. Snowball just to be able to secure the kill there. Schwann now continue on. X and Nova surrounded by 4 enemy heroes as there's another stun now onto Phoenix. Dragons over Phoenixes as FY unable to Icarus dive. He's got too close to the sun and will drop. 3 kills for Team Aster.
Yeah, good chrono and good targeting as well. Bring down the front line, the team fight dominator from LGD, which is the Brew. You'll be able to run away with good team fights. But once again, you are using your chrono for 3 heroes, which is good. But then again, you have a pretty long downtime of cooldown. And indeed, Ursa he's going for the Fury. Do you like that?
Oh! Oh no! He's okay. Well, that's the beauty of the Battle Fury, at least.
Yeah,
right? It gives you this very flexible build-up with items you want to build up.
Oh wait, what? The Primal Speed is used for what?
Well, I mean, it's a farming, it's a zoning Primal Speed. Zone to Sapphire all the way back.
All right, and they got a tip, and it gets a tip as well.
Yeah, it's the tip. That's gonna get a lot of voice line.
What just happened?
The Ice Frog.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, but that's the beauty of the Ursa build-up, right? Is that you start with the Mithril Hammer, that can go into a BKB, can go into a Basher. What else can that build into? Maelstrom if you want, Schwann. Oh, nice follow. Stun from all the level with the Blink Dagger here already. Does not have that ulti. The solid wave though onto 3. Supernova onto the backlines. As Mvuka will go down, but full HP will be this Dragon Knight. And as I believe he's gotten all the way back home into the fountain, getting that double HP regeneration.
I think he got salved.
He might have gotten Sal, but also that's 32 healing a second with his passive Dragon Blood in the ulti. For what, 5 seconds I think, or 4 seconds at level 1 for the False Promise.
That's true.
That's a lot of healing.
Yeah.
Might have been a Sal on top of that, absolutely. And a Fountain on top of that. DK, he's a tanky man. He's a tanky man.
He is.
There's Basher, our first award here.
Yeah, you have to pray for a bash to get to kill the spirit. The first ward right now. Yeah.
The other purple one. Take a look at that moment of brilliance here. We'll just take another look. There might have been a healing cell. Now check for that debuff bar there.
Oh, there's the urn.
The urn, yeah. Although the urn out from him, yeah, a simple urn charge is going to be more than enough. There it is. Pretty heavy commitment by LGD. They will get that off laners. We're missing a little bit of a team fight here, but we're going to catch the back end of it. Xnova looking to just to create space here. So Warrior now jumping right back in after presumably killing Baboka. That's already a full Vestal onto the DK. Trying out heal that one, Baboka.
Oh, they didn't even need the Brewmaster to come as well. So
it's going to be Roche.
Straight into Roche.
Yep, I like this. Good timing. This LGD, man, honestly, I thought Aster was going to have him from that first maybe 8 minutes, and then they do it to tier 2, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, they're just too strong.
Yeah.
And when they dove that, Phoenix was just level, before level 12. So it was only level 1 Supernova. Yeah. So if this Supernova gets to if he gets to level 2 or level 3 Supernova, how are you going to do with that?
Yeah, especially, I mean, we must have a point in Little Shredder by now.
Yeah, but you are already missing out best time to take down the Supernova. Still not. You went for the talent instead. No respect for FY.
No, I agree. I agree. I think this is a very bold move for Aster. I mean, yes, the stun and the damage timing does get better with more levels on the scatter dust, but even a single point, just 1 point. At least for the level 1 Supernova. Level 2 Supernova, the Hulk from Beast, of course, right? But yeah, I don't understand that one.
And it's not like you get Chrono or something by hitting that, right? You look at the Disaster coming out from LGD, they're not really very strong.
No, exactly not. There's a jump onto the Boca as he's going to try and save himself. Not a lot of magic damage being dealt to him, however. Commits the ultimate himself, faces Void with a time walk. He's just walking away. The Boca will die here.
I think I'd rather die here, right? There's 2 minutes cooldown on Oracle, and even worse, they took their career away as well in front of him.
Another reason, actually, I think that they really should put a value point is right now, without that value point in Little Shredder, there is no reason for LGD to target anyone but Baboka if they want to blow up a support, right? Because if we had the point in Little Shredder, there's a case to be made there. We need to at least control at least Cyclone at success. Otherwise, he is going to destroy the Supernova level 1.
Yeah,
that's not a concern.
Yeah, FY has no fear. He has no fear in just popping his Supernova aggressively. So, yeah, that's good. I think at this point they should realize that there's no Little Shredder on the Sapphire. Otherwise, he would have just died.
Exactly. Yeah, he would have died maybe even twice now.
Yeah,
but that's not been the case. And we'll see how that fares for them. I mean, and this is the thing, right? Maybe if they had a very late game lineup, I could see it, but DK faces Void. It does work late game against this lineup, don't get me wrong, but you're stop waiting a minute there. Look at how far. All right. There he goes. There's the jump forward. All the 11. They're committing for this team fight. Look at Ruby Schwan. There's the Chronosphere on 2, but FY outside of the Chronos trying to heal. Cannot out-heal the love of Grandma's Kisses. Xnova, he knows he's dead. Tries to go for a stun. They will get that kill eventually. That's everything for the supports.
Blink is free to scream and then get out. Unfortunate for 11 because he blink right into the DK and get Dragon kill immediately.
Yeah, that was
So this is why sometimes most of the rumor after they don't go in and clap, they go in straight and then they primal split.
They ulti first.
Yeah,
because it gives your enemies a little bit too much time to
react to that. Yeah.
Maybe thinking that he could dodge the cookie wind up, perhaps a little bit of a longer stun. No instant stun. Right, let's take another look at that. I was very surprised they committed to this. Old 11 get in there, get stunned immediately.
Oh yeah, he didn't jump right into Tron, but Tron reacted
brilliantly. He was in the Elder Dragon form. Very important for him to get right in his face and stun. That's got a travel time and range as well.
And this is the moment of brilliance of Tron.
That really is. Yep, it really is. That's his moment of brilliance there. Just making sure that there's not a single chance that ulti gets off, gets out of the way for the chrono. Bada bing, bada boom. LGD though, I mean, very aggressive play out from them.
Ursa is making his way into a big KB right now, alright?
Dude, yeah.
Makes sense, but then again, you are playing against a Void, which has a chrono, which BKB doesn't do anything to that. So
LGD's favored in this matchup as well, as we saw.
yeah, they are.
Thanks to alright, GG bet on tracker. They're
Bob is going for the
X. She gets the money.
He's going for the X. Yep.
No Yule Scepter. No orbit.
I think it means that they want to be fighting all the time. They don't want to have downtime against the Void.
Yes.
So they will make sure that no matter the Void has a chrono or not, they will have the tools for them to take a team fight. This is the reasoning behind the Aghanim.
I suspect we saw a bash there onto our Dragon Knight, and after that the Fury swipes and a point in overpower. Able to, well, overpower, frankly. There you go though. It's probably gonna a bit more heal, or a bit more tower damage here. So, it's so efficient to amp the attack speed of your Siege Wagon. Look at that. Quarter of its HP down in 5-6 hits.
BKB completed on Faceless Void, so you have an MOM plus BKB don't really have a lot of damage unless you have the tag team with you.
Oh, maybe. Look at this, just so aggressive. Punch me, I dare you. There's got that blade mount, very spiky and thorny. Fade, looking for the TP out the Sonic Wave though, will catch 3. XSS positioned very poorly now on the low ground, getting a boulder hurl in his direction. Very nice Cyclone onto Baboka, preventing the ulti from coming through. Now he's next in line to go down. Will pop the ulti once again, still level 10. So it's going to be a 2-minute cooldown as Baboka getting plenty of attention out from the LGD lineup. Cyclone up will be the DK as Team Aster have lost 3 from this aggressive play. Finally, 8 speed reclaimed, however.
LGD are so good in capitalizing on small opportunities to get kills. They saw that the Void is bottom, fixing the lane. That's why they can do such an aggressive dive on the top. They know that they have time to kill them all before the Void reach to the team fight. Oh, this is so well played by LGD. These two teams are very similar, you know, in terms of the drop.
There you go. The smoke though, the chrono. Oh, they've caught the DK. I don't know if that matters. The kiss, they realize they cannot kill the Ursa Warrior. The snowball through to keep. Old 11 stunned up. As BKB will pop up the bashes. Oh no, Chalice is going to get the ulti off. Does he have a team nearby? As there goes FY. Supernova now onto the back lines. Getting stunned up though. Is Ursa Warrior. The Sonic Wave onto 4. They will lose Chalice. Supernova will pop off, however. 2 heroes dead on the side of Aster. They're going to keep on fighting. Thomas jumping right back in. Get that blade mount. Keep hitting me. I dare you. The damage on the Faceless Void is not nearly enough. The burst. That is Sunny will die. The Sun Ray heals. And the DK, the lone survivor. Pro Team Aster.
Why? Who is this guy?
He's a reborn Phoenix player.
Yeah.
He's a through and through Phoenix player. Just very strong plays there. Can we take a look at that fight recap real quick just to see the damage? To pain, to be fair, but 2,000 damage from your position 4, that's value.
That's value.
That's valuable.
I'm telling you, SSS he is regretting for not getting a little shadow in. You could not kill the Phoenix right now. You have missed all your chances of killing this guy. He is getting an Aghanim very soon. So he is telling the SSS that I don't care about your little shadow.
Absolutely. And yeah, now he has no reason to care whatsoever. Does a good job there and forcing Aster to keep running away from their base. LGD is just able to pinch them there perfectly.
Yeah, I want to say after pulling out a chrono, pulling out a Supernova to save his ally from the chrono.
Oh,
I think that's going to happen very.
We were talking about the snowball save.
Yeah.
Think about the Supernova save. You're absolutely right. And just a full-out aggressive build as well.
Yeah, Aster, they're running out of damage right now.
That's the
all their damage is coming from the multiplayer cases that heavily rely on chronosphere to hit. So what they fight only every 160 seconds.
Yeah.
Whereas QOP, as we look at LGD, they can take fight all the time. They're like Captain America.
Yeah,
they can do this all the time.
They really are. You can do this all day, especially now with that Ags on Queen of Pain, 45-second cooldown, amping the pure damage up to 10, I believe, at level 18, which will get amped further. Look at that, 6-10.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Pure damage as well.
Pure damage.
You cannot build anything to withstand the damage.
Nope, not at all. That'll cut right through, especially these supports on Team Aster. Looking for Blade Mail on Tusk now. Double Bracer, still not enough to keep him alive. I think he's a big problem he's been facing is he's not really willing to Waller's punch the Quap because then he just dies. The jump though aggressively out of 11 out of the tree, snowballing forward, but there's the Sonic Wave will not save Old 11. In fact, BKB getting off the Mortimer's Kisses now, trying to lock down the middle lane. There's a Supernova's thing. Can they defeat the egg? Can they scramble it? The stun's coming through. It's gonna pop off. Being reborn is Somnus, and she is very angry. The scream of pain now as they turn and give all their rep to Aster. A little bit of a break, snowball break, but right back into death they go.
And that is the
GG.
That's why. Destroys the spirits. I
really
mean,
does.
you are picking a Snapfire into me, and what have you done? Nothing.
They really, I think, misplayed that skill build there. I think they had a lot of opportunity there to be able to shut down that draft early on. I think you have